The previous program was paid for by Louis Avalone.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 AM. K269GO. 1017 FM. KEEL. Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
It's time. It's time. It's time. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, is on the air. Tim Fletcher and his cavalcade of correspondents guide you through all the games in the area. When the game gets tight, late in the fourth quarter, we take you there live. Coaches, kids, correspondents, and Fletch, all here for Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Feel the frenzy.
Hey, Ruben, let me know when we start, buddy.
I think we're on.
I'll be ready whenever you say go, huh?
How about go?
Hey, good evening, everybody. How you doing? This is a Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. How's everybody doing? It is week 6.
Already?
Wow. Yes.
Good Lord.
Yes, it's week 6. This is insane. How did we get here? You heard Ruben right over there. Hey, Ruben.
Howdy.
My name is Tim Fletcher. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. We had to let Hester go.
Yeah.
For today only.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Austin having a good time there. But, Ruben.
Yes.
Out in the parking lot, I saw this man huddled in the corner with his blanket over him. And I was like, wait a minute. That looks a little bit like Daryl Rabouche. And lo and behold, Ruben, it's my old pal, Daryl Rabouche, longtime veteran broadcaster of Shreveport-Bossier.
I was in a car lot looking for a car recently, and a man encountered my wife first. She introduced herself. He said, well, he's the one looking for a car. You should go talk to him. So he walked up to me and he said, Rabouche, huh? I said, yeah. He goes, are you Daryl Rabouche's dad?
That's pretty good.
I said, no, I'm Daryl. Yeah, you didn't hang around much longer.
Yeah, that's one you can't really, if you're a salesperson, you
just
can't
really
recover from that one. Man, unless you just do the quickly, just kidding, man. You look great, buddy. I tell you what. Well, Daryl, glad you're here with us. It is a wonderful night. Of course, I don't know what you want to call it. I call it the blight of the high school football season, fall break. Hit us hard last night with numerous games, 8 in our area. But lo and behold, we still have plenty of action tonight, including, Daryl.
Yeah, what?
Shreve and Evangel. Last year, this one was 77-76 in overtime.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Shreve Evangel. What goes through your mind when you hear Shreve Evangel, Daryl?
What goes through my mind when I hear Shreve Evangel
is
Terry Eberhardt and Josh Booty, but those are just quarterbacks in the past.
True.
Right. So I've never perceived that as one of the great rivalries, although it is, clearly two of the most prominent programs in Shreveport-Bossier history.
Right.
Colliding tonight at Rodney Duran Field.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's going to be a barn
burner.
Yeah. I used to be a broadcaster, but my skills are no longer sharp. I can promise you that. And but it's a beautiful night. And even though some people are traveling because it is that long week of, I'm sure that there is quite a lively crowd out there.
I would assume so as well. In addition, North DeSoto, the number 1 team in Class 4A, taking on Minden. The number 4 team in Class 2A, Calvary, at Homer. We've got big games over in the Northeast sector, Daryl. Ouachita at number 3, Ruston. Neville and Pineville. And then we're going to have our buddy Gene Pawnee help out with us. Alexandria Senior High, the number 2 team in Class 5A, is in West Monroe tonight to take on the 7th-ranked Rebels. So we've got some fun games over in the Northeast sector. They call that the Arklamis.
Well, don't forget about Delta Charter Storm and the Delhi Bears.
Well, you can't miss that.
Well, when those two teams get together, you just throw the record books out the window.
You do, and hope that no one's walking underneath it.
because that would hurt.
It
yeah.
would. And
It would be like Jackson Dart in the tent. It would be hard. Yeah,
and
right.
so that's why we love the fact that we have Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers taking care of us here in so many ways. They are our Player of the Week sponsor. So there you go. Ruben, where are we going, buddy? Brian Sepulvedo, former head coach of the Captain Shreve Gators, currently the principal at Captain Shreve, joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline for the first update of the night. Shreve at Evangel. What's up, Sepulvedo?
What's going on, Fletch?
How's it going, man? I'm curious, on a night like tonight, and you're out there on the field, what does it feel like for you, who was a part of so many outstanding Friday nights during your coaching days?
Honestly, it's a helpless feeling. You're standing over the sidelines, make sure everything in the stands are where they're supposed to be, and you have no control over anything. So it's a helpless feeling.
I get that, buddy. I do. I promise I do. So let's see. What's happening so far tonight in that Shreve Evangel game, Brian Sepulvedo?
Still 0-0. Like I said, we kicked off to Evangel, and they're still on the field right now. So still first drive, so still 0-0. Both teams are competing pretty well right now.
All right. No advantage one way or the other as far as the line of scrimmage?
No. It's been back and forth so far on this opening drive.
Excellent, buddy. Once again, Coach Brian Sepulvedo, principal over at Shreve, taking care of us tonight because Todd Sharp decided to go on a vacation or something?
Well, no, Andrew's playing in one of the showcases in Florida.
Oh, even better.
So,
Yeah.
It's a big-time showcase, and he's actually having a really good week. So he's in the one of those
That's awesome.
select things, and he's hitting the ball well this week. So Todd's keeping us updated. So we're hoping the best for Andrew, and he's doing a great job.
There you go, Andrew Sharp, one of the top high school baseball players around this area in years, taking care of it as Pop's watching, and Sepulvedo's taking care of Shreve for us, buddy. We'll be in contact quite a bit tonight, man. So thanks a lot, Sepulvedo.
All right, Fletch.
All right, let's get right back on that Chasing Aces hotline. Will Delafield joins us. North DeSoto is at the pit, taking on the Minden Crimson Tide. Hey, Will Delafield, what's happening in your game tonight, sir?
Yeah, hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah.
There's nowhere in this stadium to get away from this noise.
I get it.
And it kicked off to us. We ran the first play from scrimmage, about a 20-yard run, and then we fumbled the ball, and they recovered. They drove down. They picked up 2 or 3 first downs. We just intercepted it. Ran it back to the 50.
Ran it back to the 50?
Griffin's ball, 1st and 10 at the 50. If you can hear any of that.
We heard it. So far, so good. Nothing. North DeSoto fumbled on their opening drive. Minden takes over driving, but they get picked off. North DeSoto intercepts it, runs it back to the 50, and that's where we are with North DeSoto and Minden.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Will.
Okay, thank you.
All right, buddy. Will Delafield on the Chasing Aces hotline. It sounds like he is in for a miserable night as far as his hearing is concerned.
And what is that sound we were hearing?
That was a train whistle, it sounded like.
So they play that at Minden now?
I guess so. I did not know that, and I guess
Or maybe it was a train.
Maybe it was. Maybe there's a train actually running through the pit.
Are they're playing in the pit? No,
Yeah.
there's no train near
No
there.
train near the pit.
I went to Minden High. I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know either, and I've never heard that noise in my life.
A couple of weeks ago, I was in an elevator, and this lady recognized me, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And she was from Minden.
Okay.
And she said, I remember one time you were covering a game at Minden High, and you had to go to my next door neighbor's house to use the phone to call in a report. And you said it was just the biggest deal on our block, which is very funny. But I remember that because it was pre-cell phone. That's, how old we are.
Right.
And it was, I remember it was a playoff game, and I had to do a phoner, and I literally walked up and down the street right outside the stadium in the neighborhood, and I just knocked on doors and told people, who I was, and could I just please borrow your phone to call in a report.
A likely story.
It's true. And wildly, this lady remembered it. And that would have been in like 1980.
Well, not too often do people,
Knock on
dashing as Elmer Boucher, knock on someone's door. Bo Waddell joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Calvary, the number 4 team in Class 2A, is in Homer to take on the Homer Pelicans. Hey, Bo, what's happening?
How's it going, Tim? How are
It's
you?
going wonderful. I'm so used to the noise that we heard from Will Delafield at Minden. I was yelling at you here, Bo. Sorry about that. So what's
That's
happening
all
in your
right.
game, buddy?
Calvary had the ball second and got stopped on the 1, so we turned it over to Homer, and so it's 1st and 10 from their 1 yard line currently.
Got stopped on the 1 yard line.
I mean, I'm not on the goal line, but it was a good hit by both. We lowered our head, but that guy made a great play on him. So
Okay, so scoreless right now.
they got some big size guys over there.
Well, and they also got a few guys healthy again that have been out, and so that's another thing. They got one of their linebackers back that has been out for a while. One of their speed guys back at receiver has been out for the entire season. So they got some dudes back just in time.
I'll tell you this though, their punter has to be the biggest punter in the state. He's number 78. He's their left tackle. He's about 6'5".
Number 78, Homer. I am going to look him up, and I'm going to find out how big he is. All right. Thank you, Bo. We'll be back in touch, buddy.
Sounds good. Thanks, man.
All right, let's go to Woodlawn. Dr. Grady Smith and the Woodlawn Knights taking on Southwood tonight on the Chasing Aces hotline here on Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Hey, Dr. Smith, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, Flick?
It's all you, sir. What's happening in your world?
Oh, man, we 0-0 trading punt. Southwood just looked like they made about a 20-yard pass play, completed that, so they're down around, look like going in towards like the 25, going into their end zone. But it's 0-0 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
5 minutes to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless between Woodlawn and Southwood. Dr. Grady Smith, the principal over at Woodlawn on Wingate, takes care of us as always. Dr. Smith, thank you for your time, buddy.
All right, appreciate it, Flick.
We go into Dr. Morgan now. Mansfield made that long drive over to Coshada.
Yes, we did.
For the rivalry matchup between the Mansfield Wolverines and the Red River Bulldogs. Dr. Morgan on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's going on at your game?
Well, so far it's 0-0, and we are 6 minutes into the first quarter.
Wow. 0-0, 6 minutes in. We have not got a score yet on any games going on, which is just insane. Okay. How's the crowd out there in lovely Coshada?
There's a lot of hype. I mean, this is the game.
Right.
My husband and I were talking for I've been working there now about 13 years, and every year this is the game. So we're excited. The crowd's pretty good. The band sounds good. Our guys are wearing my favorite uniform, so it's a good night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now, what's the uniform look like here? What are we talking about?
Well, it's the green pants with
pants.
the white shirts with the green numbers because, I'm Mansfield, lived there my whole life, so I like the green and white.
Okay.
So I really like those. It's easy to see the numbers. That's nice, too.
And, that's a good thing. And your husband's feeling better, so that's good.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Well, we are glad that he is well and you are there, and we are all taken care of.
That's it. Go Wolverines.
Thank you so much, Dr. Morgan. A couple of texts coming in here on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. 43-yard quarterback run by Jamarcier Plater. The Captain Shreve Gators have gone in front. 6-0, Darryl. 6-0. Captain Shreve up early over Evangel. They went for 2 and did not make it. So Plater with a 35-yard touchdown run taking care of business. So there we go. First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, breaking news from West Shreveport. Captain Shreve draws first blood, 6-0 lead over Evangel in the first quarter. The Gators missed the extra point after that. Mendon and North DeSoto, no score in the first. Calvary and Homer also scoreless in the first. Woodlawn and Southwood still yet to score, as have Mansfield and Red River also in the first. Haven't heard from Green Oaks and Bastrop yet, but Manny with an early 7-0 first quarter lead over Lakeside. Continuing down the script, we're keeping an eye for you on North Webster at Carroll, Natchitoches at Opelousas, Washita at Ruston, Neville at Pineville, Plain Dealing at Cedar Creek. We have Darbon Woods with a 7-0 first quarter lead over the Magnolia School of Excellence. And West Monroe has jumped out to an early 7-0 lead over Alexandria Senior High. Mangum with a 7-0 first quarter lead over Faraday. And from last night, wow, what a great game. Parkway wins a squeaker and a thriller over Airline 48-43. Benton with a 48-40 win over Houghton. Loyola Flyers rolled over Bossier 56-26. Huntington squeaked by Bird, 34-28. Union Parish all over North Caddo, 46-16. The final in that one, Northwood 48, Booker T. Washington 8. Haynesville a 43-0 whitewashing of Jonesboro Hodge. And Arcadia beat Glenbrook 35-8. For now, those are your scores on the quarters.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810, specializing in e-services, workforce recovery plans, on-site management, payroll processing, candidate testing, and custom solutions. FirstChoicePersonnel.net, 318-797-7810. Our show, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com, the home of 2.9% financing with approved credit on beautiful brand new 2025 Silverados and 2026 Silverados. Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn, Bubba Winningham, and the entire crew would love to have your business, and they'll learn it, and they'll keep it the right way, the Chevyland way, the #1 Chevy dealership in the area. Ruben Rabouche sitting in tonight with us while Hester is away. Ruben Rabouche and
Retcher.
Powered by Chevyland. Friday Football Frenzy on 101.7 FM 710 Keel returns right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, Games, Workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Paints and Supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night, plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178. Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Tim Fletcher here with you on this lovely night. Ruben Wright is here. Daryl Rabouche in the house, sitting in for Hester. Hello, Daryl.
Hey, you know what? Big shoes to fill. Just hope not to embarrass the program.
Well, I understand that. Evangel, by the way, has jumped on top of Shreve, 8-6. That's from our Boyd Family Dentistry text line. If you're at the game, shoot us a text on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, 318-GUY-PILE, 318-489-7453. Mackenzie Boyd, Jared Boyd, located at 2042 Line Avenue in Shreveport, Louisiana, the home of same-day dentistry, as well as same-day crowns, and implant dentistry, which I believe is opening up for Aubrey and the Meat Sweat soon.
Absolutely. I love those guys.
They are awesome. We are now joined by Jeremy Koss down in Sabine Parish, where the Manny Tigers are taking on John Ware's Lakeside Warriors. Hey, Jeremy, what's happening on the Chasing Aces hotline?
Well, right now we're up 7-0. We got opening kickoff, and Thomas broke a 56-yard TD run, and then Lakeside drove all the way down to the 3 and had first and goal, and we held them 4 and out there. So we started on our 1, and we're on Lakeside's say 39 right now.
Wow.
On our second drive. Yep.
All right, so the defense came to play tonight when their backs were against the wall. What's the attitude there, Manny? Because I know it's been kind of a rough sledding here these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we can't play ball. I mean, I know that was several rough losses for us, especially after last week. But, I mean, it's like the momentum's back up where it needs to be, and we're looking good so far.
Very good. That's what we're talking about here with Jeremy Koss. The Manny Tigers on top of Lakeside, 7-0. It's still early, still in the first quarter. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
All right.
And apparently, Jamarcy Plater just went 80 yards for another touchdown for Shreve. I don't know if they converted yet. Let's go now to Mark McGee, who's in Logansport. It's Logansport versus St. Mary's tonight. Hey, Mark, on the Chasing Aces hotline, what's happening?
Well, we finally got the game kicked off. We got 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is Tigers 0, St. Mary's 0. It's been a lot of just offensive battle or defensive battles, either way you want to look at it. Nobody's found the end zone yet. I think they're still just trying to size each other up at this point.
And this is the first time, if I remember right, your brother, Kevin, of course, the head coach there at Logansport, he said this is the first time that everything is open at Logansport at the new facility, that this is what the dream has been, and it's all finally open tonight. Is that right?
That is correct. We got concession stands, the whole nine, the visitors' concession stands. They dedicated the field tonight to Coach Dale Morvan, former coach here and current school board member. So they dedicated the field tonight in honor of all this opening up.
Man, that's awesome. But right now it's scoreless. How much time left in the first quarter there, Mark?
24 seconds.
Oh, wow. So we're talking about the end of the first quarter, scoreless almost, with St. Mary's and Logansport. That's Mark McGee on our Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you very much, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to Natchitoches. Alan Posh joins us. He is way down south at Opelousas for the Natchitoches Central game, taking on Opelousas. And, Alan, what's happening in your game on the Chasing Aces hotline?
Hey, we are up 7-0 in the first quarter, about 6 minutes in. We went down the field on the first drive, pretty methodical, and scored, and then we stopped them on defense, forced a punch. So far, it's been a lot of penalties on them so far, and but offense was clicking in the first drive, and we got the ball again. Still look good. Had a nice long pass right there.
Oh.
So we're driving. Looks like we're about on the 45 going in now. So
Natchitoches driving already up 7-0 over Opelousas. The Natchitoches Central Chiefs and Big Bad Brad Laird trying to get the job done tonight. Alan Posh with the updates on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you, Alan.
Yes, sir.
Going to Hunter. One of the games of the night, of course, involves the number 3 team in Class 5A, the Ruston Bearcats, finally playing a team from inside the state of Louisiana. Hunter Smith joins us, a District 2 5A showdown between the Ouachita Lions. They have traveled into the Bearcats' lair, though, tonight. Hunter Smith, what's happening in your game, buddy?
Hey, guys. Hunter Smith here, 3:54 to go in the first quarter. It's been a lot of defense so far in this ball game. Ruston leads 7-0. Just got a huge block punt, scoop and score to go up 7-0. Ouachita has turned over on downs. Ruston fumbled earlier. Defense stepped up, held them to turnover on downs. But we just tried an onside kick after the punt block and gave it to them at the 50. They just hit about a 20-yard play, so they got first down at our 30 right now. But it's been a defensive game so far. Ruston struggling on offense. Ouachita struggling on offense. But we got a football game. It's old 2-5A.
You got that right. Hunter, for those over here in the northwestern sector, southwest Louisiana, who aren't quite as familiar maybe with the rivalry between Ouachita and Ruston, what is this rivalry like as far as for the Ruston Bearcats compared to other rivals that they have?
So Ouachita has kind of come and gone for years, kind of 4A, 5A, and Ruston's had the upper hand for the last few, 10, 15 years. But Washita's got the best team they've had in probably 20 years since Montrell Connor Sr. was playing, and his son is now playing quarterback. They got three guys that can absolutely score the football from anywhere on the field, receiver, quarterback, and running back. But in the 90s, 80s, Washita and Ruston were bloodbaths, just absolute bloodbaths, and into the 2000s, and then it kind of fell off. But tonight's going to be one of those classics.
Well, that's what we love to hear, buddy. Right now, as Hunter said, a block, punt, scoop, and score has the Bearcats on top, 7-0 over Washita in Ruston. Hunter, thank you very much, buddy.
Excellent.
Frank Nettles joins us now. He is in Pineville, Louisiana tonight for the Neville Tigers taking on the Pineville Rebels. Hey, Frank, what's happening in your game on the Chasing Aces hotline?
Well, let's just put it this way. The Tigers have definitely ruled at this point. It's 4 minutes, 23 seconds in the first quarter. It is 14-0 Neville. And with three offensive plays, 14 points. That's the two scores and two kicks good. Neville's showing a lot of poise here. Defense just shutting them down completely when it comes to shutting the Rebels of Pineville down. Robinson's that first touchdown was a 33-yard pass. And then the next one was a 27-yard run, and that was it. Next, we hold them, they punt to us. The offense gets back on the field. First play from scrimmage on that particular set of downs, touchdown with about a 40-yard throw.
Okay.
It's just been all Neville, guys. I mean, I really thought that Pineville will be a little tougher than this, but just aggressiveness on Neville's part is just absolutely awesome. Our coaches needed to see this.
Well, I was going to say, if there's anybody that appreciates that, it's everybody in the Neville coaching box, everybody in the press box, and everybody on that sideline. That's what you want out of your kids, especially week 6 against an opponent that you should win. Go out there, get aggressive, and get this thing done. And Neville right now is on their way.
Exactly. This is a district game, and big one over there in Ruston and Washita. I don't know what's going on, but I will tell you
7-0 Ruston right now. 7-0 Ruston on a scoop and score block punt.
Cool.
All
Good
right.
information.
There you go, Frank. You bet, buddy. Thanks for the update. Let's go to my old pal, former, always fraternity brother.
Yeah.
Mr. KTVE forever and ever and ever. And the father of an absolute wrecking ball for the West Monroe Rebels, Christian Pawnee. It's Gene, the dancing machine Pawnee on the Chasing Aces hotline. He's at West Monroe and Ash tonight. What's up, Gene?
Yeah, always great talking to you, my friend.
You too, buddy.
And that comes on the heels of Christian picking up 10 yards and a first down. But, hey, look, great ball game here tonight between Ash and West Monroe. The Rebels took advantage of an aggressive defense on the opening possession against the Trojans, caused a fumble. It took them 6 plays to score the first touchdown of the night to make it 7-0. No, this was right 3-4 minutes into the ball game. Then Ash ran a nice little screen for 62 yards on the backside to make it 7-7, and West Monroe couldn't do anything with it. Their next possession, they blocked a punt for a touchdown, and that's where we are right now. 14-7 Ash with 1:21 in the first quarter.
14-7 Ash, still in the first quarter. West Monroe has the ball right now. Gene, where are they again?
42-yard line of the Trojans, and just lost a couple yards in the play, so they're facing 2nd and 13 in a ball game. And I still think both of them are still trying to figure things out, Tim, to be honest with you. 2 very good, big physical teams up front. A lot of football left tonight, I think.
You got that right. Gene Pawnee taking care of us tonight. West Monroe watching his boy take on the Ash Trojans, coached by Thomas Bachman. And right now, Ash on top, 14-7. Thanks, Gene.
You bet, Tim. Good talk to you.
You too, buddy. First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Feature game of the night, perhaps, is in West Shreveport. It's Evangel and Captain Shreve, the Gators, with a 12-8 first quarter lead over Evangel. Obviously, divergent fortunes with respect to extra points there. Evangel scores, goes for 2, gets it. Shreve has missed 2 extra point attempts. It's 12-8. Shreve leading Evangel in the 8th. North Dakota was 6-0 lead over Minden in the first. Calvary and Homer, last we heard, were scoreless in the first. Southwood and Woodlawn still no score.
Woodlawn's up 8-0.
Well, thank you. I'll change that 0 to an 8, and then I'll know. All right. Yeah, there it is over there on the computer. See, that's what happens when you abandon your computer for your paper scores.
I get it.
All right. Well, now we're refreshing. I'm sorry. I'm out of the ball game here.
That's
Here we
okay.
go. All right. I got it. I'm on top of it now. Fletcher, settle down over there.
Ruben's the one that's throwing the fit, not me.
I don't know. Ever since the guy said something about the line of scrimmage, I just haven't been the same. Darbon Woods leading Magnolia School of Excellence 14-0 in the second. Mansfield over Red River in the second, 8-0. Lincoln Prep and Ringgold scoreless in the first. Cedar Creek with a 20-0 first quarter lead over Jerry Bird's Lane Dealing Lions. Calvary and a homer, like we said, scoreless. Woodlawn 8-0 over Southwood. And remainder of these games scoreless. North DeSoto with a 7-0 lead over Mendon. That's in the first. Also in the first. Niagara Central leaving Opelousas 7-0. Manny 13, Lakeside 7. That's in the first. Also in the first. As we mentioned, Evangel, though, has now come back and taken a lead. Evangel leading Captain Shreve in the first, 14-12. Couple of scores from Acadiana for you might want to mention at LaRoville leading Delcom 7-0. That's in the second. New Iberia and Sulphur tied at 7 in the second. Also in the second, Barb and Acadiana 7-7. No score between Pine Prairie and Church Point, and two quick other little scores from that part of the state. Catholic of New Iberia leading Franklin 21-0 in the first. Also in the first, Vermilion Catholic leading Highland Baptist 28-10. Westgate with a 15-0 lead over St. Martinville. And for now, those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call. 797-7810. First Choice Personnel, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Ruben right here. Daryl Rabouche sitting in for Adam Hester tonight.
Obviously a one-hit wonder after that little break.
Well, the thing that confused me is you hopped all over the score sheet. So I
did hop all over.
And you added some scores that we're not even keeping track of.
You know why I hopped all over the score sheet?
Why?
Because I can't keep up with the score sheet, but it's all right here, updated in real time on the 3 screens I have in front of me.
I understand.
You want me to go OG. You want me to go, write it down.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to go analog.
Right.
I live in a digital world.
No, not here. Not here. We are analog city, baby.
Well, my pen ran out of ink.
Denied. Hold on.
That guy said skimmage, and that's just the whole
thing. I know. Skimmage got you.
Skimmage just...
How can I pick up a pen from the middle of this desk?
I don't know. You shouldn't have throwed it.
It's so big.
It's too big.
It is. I don't know. All right.
Yes, we got to keep the scores in order. That's the only way I can keep up with them.
Well,
I'm an old man. Don't try anything new.
I'm trying to service our Acadiana listeners.
Well, but we've got Acadiana scores on here that matter, and you decided not to do any of them.
Well, that's not true.
This is fantastic radio.
No, I have my Acadiana scores. The only Acadiana scores I have among those, air quote, that matter is Catholic of New Iberia and Franklin. The rest of them, empty set.
Acadiana and Barb, you gave a score for.
Well, right. Well, I didn't write it down.
Well, it's 7-7.
That is good to know.
It is.
See, you don't get this with Hester.
No, we don't.
Because all he's going to tell you is about the Austin FC score or something. It's 1-0 in level time on the pitch.
Well, there you go.
That sounds like soccer.
By the way, Ernie texted in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Evangel has gone back in front, 14-12. Just set your clock to every 2 minutes, add a touchdown to one side or the other.
Here's the thing. When you were being confused by the score sheet, I gave that score.
14-12?
Yeah, I did. I updated it in real time. I promise I did.
I find that hard to believe that it just happened 30 seconds
ago.
No,
Ruben can roll it back. He's air checking.
He is. All right. He's going
All right.
I'm an old man. I don't know what the score is. Yeah, that sounds like you.
I am the score guy, but I don't know what the score is.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland.
Can we just get Hester on the phone?
The Tigers and Mariners, by the way, are scoreless in the bottom of the second. Mudbugs are in action tonight. We'll keep up with that for you as well. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Right here on 101.7 FM 710. You have an off button for your mic over there. You have a cough button.
I found it finally.
Yeah.
I've never been in this room before.
Well, you've been around broadcast equipment before, and
I
you can
thought
see the red light.
Ruben was in charge of the mics.
No, they don't like Ruben to be in charge of everybody's mic. The people want to talk, and if I had to cough, how would I tell Ruben I'm about to cough?
Raise your hand.
I'll let you talk.
Let me
I
turn my mic on.
am all about chaos. I will let you talk.
That's true, especially when Gene was giving us an update and Daryl said something about the break after the break, and Gene was like, no, still the first quarter.
No, still the first quarter. That was fantastic.
We need to engage Ponte.
Yes. I love me some Gene Ponte. All right, guys, we'll take a quick timeout. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. I'm going to try to get Daryl to go back to the old school days of writing the score down. I put this together, Daryl, on my little Microsoft Word every week so that we could follow the scores along nicely. All right, and we'll be back right after this.
Friday Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
Scores on the Quanta, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Spell Brothers Lumber is your local lumber company, located at 1321 Martin Lane, just northeast of Bossier High School, featuring Hot Shot delivery service. They will deliver your lumber hardware needs swiftly and efficiently to your doorstep at no extra charge. And if you have a surplus undamaged materials, they'll pick them up and give you a store credit in return. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com, 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, 318-747-1194.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves. Skint and Dent has been around here in Shreveport Bossier for just about 12 years. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. The Hill Brothers, Devin and Rance. Man, these guys know it inside and out. The business of getting you appliances and furnishings that may have just a slight little cosmetic defect, a little scratch, a little dent, but up to 50% savings over the big box stores. Why would you go anywhere else other than Skint and Dent? 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway.
Same thing with the Tigers. You know, they haven't had any success. So trying to figure out who to root for in this Mariners-Tigers. It's tough. They both have their merits.
And the Yankees lost to
the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays
eliminated Toronto.
Yes. Yeah, Toronto is still alive. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Ruben, you told him he could say whatever he wants to, so now it's on like Donkey Kong. Rabuche in the house.
Oh, does that red light mean we're on?
Yeah.
Yes,
we got a 16-second delay. We're good.
We're good.
I'm old school broadcaster, and I mean that literally. I don't curse around microphones.
Good for you. That's good. We shouldn't. No one does.
Some people do.
Jeff Rhodes joins us. Not me, man. Not me. I'll tell you that is one blanking what? Jeff Rhodes joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Jeff, what's going on, buddy, in the Minden North DeSoto game tonight?
Fletch, I'm going to watch my language too tonight. Hey, man, it's 14-0. This game has been dominated so far by North DeSoto on the point side. But I got to say, man, the Tide is putting up a fight. The defense probably playing better tonight than they have all season. And I know the score 14-0 may not sound like that, but we're 9:25 in the second quarter. And North DeSoto has had quite a few opportunities to score that we took away from them. Now, they've made a lot of mistakes too. I got to say, North DeSoto probably could be leading this game by another 3 touchdowns if they hadn't made some of their mistakes.
Well, that happens.
But some of their mistakes, some of our good defensive stance is actually right now, first half is keeping this a playable game. But you can tell that North DeSoto is beginning to settle in rhythm. It is 4th down, North DeSoto, about 4th down and 5 right now.
Okay.
They're at the tied 29-yard line. So we're going to see if North DeSoto is going to convert this 4th down.
All right.
It's going to be a big stop for the Tide defense.
Are they running the ball more than throwing? Because obviously Luke Delafield, this wonderful quarterback for North DeSoto, has really kind of allowed the running backs to get the bulk of the yardage this year for North DeSoto. How are they getting their yards this evening?
They're actually getting their yards mostly. But it's really probably pretty balanced. I mean, they've had some big 2 or 3 big passes, a lot of drop passes, Flex. And look, we just stopped them on a 4th down. Big stop for the Tide on 4th down, and they were throwing it. So, so let's, like I said, they just hadn't got their rhythm in their throwing game, because I know they're number 1 in the state. I know they've got a phenomenal passing game.
Right.
But we really have them off their rhythm. I think it has to do with the pit, Fletch. I just think the pit. It's a lively little crowd tonight.
It is. It sounded like when we talked to Will Delafield earlier, we could barely hear him because he was so loud. So right now, North DeSoto 14-0, but the Tide stemmed them on a 4th and 5, and now Minden takes over, and North DeSoto's got to play defense. Jeff Rhodes always does an incredible job on our Chasing Aces hotline. Jeff, we'll be back in touch.
Thank you, Fletch.
You bet. Kim? Okay. Let's see here. Where are we going there, Rube? Bo Waddell, Calvary, and Homer. The last time we visited with Bo, we were in the first quarter, and it was scoreless. Bo Waddell, what's happening now on the Chasing Aces hotline between the Homer Pelicans and the Calvary Cavaliers?
We got 7 minutes left till half. Calvary's up 7-6. Only score we got was after Homer. This guy makes a great play. He hurdled. I mean, he jumped over one guy of ours for about 40 yards. And then next play, Braylon Hugelon takes it, about 80 yards. Like, seems like he does it every week. So that's been the only score for us is his 80-yard touchdown on the kickoff.
So y'all were down 6-0, and then he takes the ensuing kickback 80 yards for a score.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Braylon Hugelon, that's at least 3 kick returns, I think, for him this year for a touchdown. At least.
That's 2 the past 2 weeks on top of the 103-yard pick six he had against.
Oh, yeah, he had the pick six as well. Yeah. Holy cow, that kid's something else. And I think he's got a little speed to burn.
It's not, I mean, they got some great players. I mean, they've impressed me with, they're not the biggest on defense, but they're taking down some bigger guys on the, I feel like we got bigger running backs, but they played really well.
That's interesting. All right. Well, we'll be keeping in touch. Bo Waddell taking care of us in Homer. It is a tight one. 7-6 Calvary over Homer. Thanks, Bo.
Yes, sir.
Let's get back with Dr. Smith here for another update with Woodlawn and Southwood. Last time we visited, it was 0-0. That's changed, though, hasn't it, Dr. Smith?
Yes, sir. We're tied at 8-8 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Southwood has the ball on their 20, so they got a long way to go, but hopefully we can hold them.
8-8 second quarter. Does it look like one team is outplaying the other yet?
Not really, Fletch. We both kind of struggling a little bit with penalties, and offenses are not really clicking like they should be on both sides. So this might be a slugfest to the end.
All right, that's what we're looking for here. Dr. Grady Smith, Woodlawn, taking care of us. It's 8-8, and that is still second quarter. Thank you very much, Dr. Smith, on the Chasing Aces hotline.
All right, Fletch.
See you, buddy.
First Choice Personnel bringing you Scores on the Quarter.
Barn burner out in West Shreveport. Evangel leading Captain Shreve in the second, 14-12. North DeSoto with a 14-0 first quarter lead over Minden. Calvary with a slim 7-6 lead over Homer at Homer. That's in the second quarter. Southwood and Woodlawn tied at 8. Mansfield 8-0 over Red River in the second. Really no report from Green Oaks and Bastrop. We have it listed as 0-0 in the first. Manny with a 21-7 second quarter lead over Lakeside. St. Mary's and Logansport, haven't really heard anything from them yet. Natchitoches Central with a 7-0 lead over Opelousas. Ruston leading Ouachita 7-0 in the first. Neville over Pineville 14-0 in the second. Cedar Creek with a 33-0 first quarter lead over Plain Dealing. Darbon Woods leading Magnolia School of Excellence in the second, 28-0. Last night, it was a full slate of games. It was really busy. Airline fell to Parkway 48-43. Benton 48, Houghton 40. Loyola rolled over Bossier 56-26. Huntington 34, Bird 28. Union over North Caddo 46-6. Northwood had an easy time with Booker T. Washington 48-8. Haynesville blanked Jonesboro Hodge 43-0. And Arcadia over Glenbrook 35-8. From just out there in a little bit farther away, West Ouachita and Franklin Parish, no score in the first. Oak Grove leading Beekman Charter 13-7 in the second. Alexandria Senior High with a 14-7 lead over West Monroe, and Mangum leading Faraday 7-0 in the first. And right now at 7:45 Central Daylight Time, those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
And if you want to know how many minutes it is till 8, there we've got a special clock for that.
It is 14 minutes to 8. 14 minutes and 20 seconds to be precise.
This baffles me for some reason.
Well, and
it is so intriguing every day.
Right,
and
I was
for a clock, and engineers gave us a clock.
But they couldn't hang it straight. So I come in here, and we are still on daylight time, by the way. People get very confused about daylight time versus standard time. Okay. They'll say, "Oh, it's 7:46 Central Standard." No, it's not. It's 7:46 Central Daylight Time.
CDT.
Until we change to standard time the first weekend in November. So thank you.
Which will be very soon.
Sorry to be so pedantic. Yeah, it'll be in November.
Speaking of
pedantic
dentists, Boyd Family Dentistry text line 318-GUY-PILE 318-489-7453. Captain Shreve now up 19-14. 19-14. That report coming in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line.
Gosh,
Chevyland.
I bet that's a fun game to watch.
I bet it's a very fun game to watch. Chevyland, #1 Chevy dealership in the area, among the top 250 Chevy dealerships in the entire country. That's crazy, man. Chevyland, powering Friday Football Frenzy for the 13th consecutive year.
I have T-shirts that have our names on it.
Yep.
When I was here back when I could broadcast, and before I became, broadcast disabled, and Chevyland is on those shirts.
It is. They've been around forever with us. They're awesome. Love Chevyland.
It's a great place to buy a car.
Together, let's drive, and we'll be back right after this.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. The presenting sponsor of the Tim Fletcher Show is Alsco, uniforms, linens, facility care, first aid kits, supplies, and so much more. And even wet mops, floor mats, laundry services, they do it all. Alsco.com, ALSCO.com. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there, and ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
When is the last time you literally heard someone say, "Man, there's nothing like this place," and thought, I bet there's something like this place. Dude, there's nothing like chasing aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving bays and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. Whether you're looking for that hot shot prospect in Bowman Chrome, or maybe that established star with any of the Panini products coming out for the NFL, or maybe Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and those Upper Deck Goodwin Champions cards that are out there, Sports Cards of Louisiana has something for everybody, plus Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178 on the north side of Brookshire. It's Sports Cards of Louisiana. 318-671-4991.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Chevyland, shop, click, drive. Chevyland, 75, Chevyland.com, 7500 Erie Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Getting the job done, son. They have for over 60 years, family owned and operated. 2.9% financing on beautiful brand new Silverados with approved credit. Chevyland. Together, let's drive. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's good old Ernie. He's just not that far from us, Ernie. We could probably see you from here. He is at the Evangel Shreve game. A wild one so far.
You didn't hear all the fireworks?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's been crazy. Marcy Prater's been playing quarterback this whole time. It was fourth and about 25, and the quarterback finally came in like I guess 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Okay, so the Gaskin kid is finally playing quarterback now.
Yeah. On the last series, Marcy got up kind of, just about to his head off. Boy, he's still running. Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you, he is running for his life, and they're putting his head, putting his shoulder pads, putting everything, but he still got maybe 2 yards.
Okay.
And a flag.
Of course. Oh, well, and of course.
Yeah. But anyway, he finally came in and they threw a little screen, so they got all the way to the 15-yard line. Then Prater had 2 carries and something happened to him. He got up real slow. He was on the ground for a minute and got up kind of, I guess, his neck.
Okay.
Anyway, so they did the tush push from the 5-yard, for the next 3 plays, so they finally scored. So it's 19-14.
19-14. How much time left?
7:15. 7:15 to go, and it's homecoming night, so it's going to be a while.
Oh, yeah. We already told Jeremy Wilburn, I hope you brought a movie to show the kids at halftime, because it's going to be a while.
Yeah, they just had, I guess they threw the flag on the Evangel for holding or something. They're back on their 45.
All right. So there we go. 19-14. Still a lot of time left in the second quarter. Shreve on top of Evangel. All right, Ernie. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Dadrian Harris joins us in Red River, where the Bulldogs are hosting the Mansfield Wolverines. Hey, Dadrian, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's happening in your ball game this evening?
Mansfield just scored. We're down right now 24-8. Just trying to find our groove on offense. Right now we hadn't done it, so hopefully things just turn around.
All right. What is Mansfield doing that's causing the biggest problems right now for you guys?
They got a couple breakaway runs. Where we missed a few tackles, and they took advantage of it.
Has it been the Terrell Pegues show tonight?
Pretty much.
Yeah. He's pretty stinking good.
Adrian. He is. He's an athlete.
Yeah, not too many folks have figured out how to bottle him up on a regular basis. 24-8. How much time left in the second quarter?
We got 1:20 left of the second.
1:20 in the second. All right. Very good. Almost halftime. Dadrian Harris, Red River, giving us the update. Thank you, Dadrian.
Yes, sir.
Let's get down with Chris Smith, Lakeside, down at Manny tonight. Hey, Chris Smith on the Chasing Aces hotline. How are you doing this evening,
how are y'all
sir?
tonight?
I'm good, buddy. Hope all's well with you and your entire crew.
It is. Game's not going too well, though.
Yeah.
21-7 right now. 4:41 left in the half. So.
Okay.
gonna be a tough one. But
What's happening with this game then? What is Manny doing so well?
They really good at running the ball, hitting the holes, and we just can't stop them. Missing some key blocks and.
Well, we know that
not going our way.
Well, I don't know if you heard John on this morning with us, John Ware, head coach of the Lakeside Warriors. I believe he said that at least 7 freshmen are going to be starting tonight or getting significant minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of key kids out, and it's going to be a tough rest of the season, but we're going to make the best of it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Make do with what you got, right? And somehow or another try to get a win whenever you can and have some success. Right now, it's all Manny Tigers, though, as Chris just said, 21-7. Second quarter, Manny on top of Lakeside. Chris, really good to hear from you, buddy. Thanks a lot for the update.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. Mark McGee back on the Chasing Aces hotline with us as Logansport and St. Mary's are squaring off down in DeSoto Parish. Hey, Mark, any update in your game?
Yeah, it's St. Mary's 7, Logansport 0. We got 1 minute to go in the second half. They've had 1 red zone appearance each. St. Mary's was able to punch it in. Logansport was not. So right now we've got a minute to go. St. Mary's is on about the 50-yard line, second and 15. So we'll get the ball to kick off to the second half. We're just hoping to keep them out and keep it just a 1-score ball game going into the second half.
Very good. Mark McGee, as always, taking care of us here, the brother of Kevin McGee, the head coach. 7-0, his Logansport Tigers on the short end of the stick right now, but a whole lot of game left. Thank you very much, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Our show also is presented to you by the good folks taking care of us on a regular basis. Buddy, you got to love the good people over at Chasing Aces. Tonight between 10 and midnight, they will have their Closest to the Pin contest, as always, narrated by John Dudley. It'll be posted live on their Facebook page and their social media channels. And don't forget, you can win money out there, buddy, if you hit a hole-in-one. My friend Trey Langford, you know Trey Langford, Daryl.
I know Trey Langford, Daryl.
He picked up $2,600 the other day for a hole-in-one over at Chasing Aces. Get your weekend booked at chasingaces.golf. Alan Pausch joins us here. Natchitoches is down at Opelousas, our final check-in of the first hour of the show on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Alan, last time we checked in with you, it was 7-0, favor of the good guys. What's going on now?
It's 20-0 now.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're playing. Defense is playing really, really well. Better than they played in the last couple of weeks. They really got it all together today. We've had a lot of stops, a lot of punts, and we threw an unfortunate pick on about the 20-yard line driving again. So been a good first half though.
Yeah, I would think so. 20-0. How much time left in the second quarter again?
3:10.
3:10. Okay, second quarter, 3:10. Natchitoches in front, 20-0 over Opelousas. So far, so good for the Natchitoches Central Chiefs. Thank you so much, Alan.
Thank you.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Well, Captain Shreve and Evangel going into the long halftime. That is Evangel's homecoming presentation. 19-14, the Gators with the advantage. North DeSoto 21-0 over Minden. That's in the second quarter in Minden at the pit. Calvary and Homer in a barn burner. Defensive struggle 7-6. Calvary, the Cavaliers leading that. That's in the second quarter. Southwood and Woodlawn knotted at 8 in the second. Mansfield with a 24-8 advantage over the Red River Bulldogs. That's in the second. Also in the second quarter, Green Oaks 14, Bastrop 6. Manny with a 21-7 lead over Lakeside as they approach the half. St. Mary's leading Logansport 7-0. Natchitoches with a 20-0 lead down at Opelousas. Ruston leading Ouachita 7-0 last I heard. Neville with a 21-0 second quarter lead over Pineville. Cedar Creek 40, plain dealing 6 in the second. Darbon Woods leading Magnolia School of Excellence 28-0 in the second. And I have Oak Grove over Bachman Charter. That's in the second, 13-7. And Alexandria Senior High leading West Monroe in the second, 21-14. Tour around Acadiana, Sam Houston lost to Southside last night, 52-28. Notre Dame over Lake Arthur, 35-7. Right now in the second quarter, Barb and Acadiana tied at 21. Sulphur with a 14-7 second quarter lead over New Iberia. Turling's Catholic blanking Rain, 36-0 in the second. 35-0 Catholic of New Iberia over Franklin. That's in the second quarter. Also approaching the half, Lafayette Christian 13-0 over Lafayette Renaissance. St. Thomas More is leading Northside 28-0. Scores of note from last night in Northwest Louisiana. Airline fell to Parkway 48-43. Houghton fell to Benton 48-40. Loyola bested Bossier 56-26. Byrd 38. Huntington 34. So Huntington beat Byrd 34-28. Just when I thought I found my stride. Huntington beat Byrd 34-28. All right, Union over North Caddo 46-16. Northwood 48. Booker T. Washington 8. Haynesville blanked Jonesboro Hodge 43-0, and Arcadia beat Glenbrook 35-8. It is precisely 8 o'clock, and those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by
nice.
First Choice Personnel.
Ruben, I think that we all can say that was a very, very good scores on the quarter.
Fantastic job.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, Evangel is now up 22-19.
You guys have different standards.
Well, look at me. Yes, I think that's a safe bet.
I'm the lead singer of
So
Opossum or Art Thou.
It's not halftime yet? They're still approaching?
No,
Okay.
still approaching.
The epic halftime.
6:02 to go in the second quarter. So that is going to be a lengthy game. Our standards, he's the lead singer of Opossum Where Art Thou, where he had a live possum over his head.
Yeah.
And look at me. I look like I'm walked out of the Natural Museum of History, and someone threw a jacket on me in the park just so that I wouldn't be arrested by the cops for walking around naked in New York City.
I'm wearing a shawl.
And if this doesn't appeal to you kids out there, we're going for that young demographic, the 70 to 84-year-old graphic.
Are we streaming anywhere? Is there video of this?
Yeah.
Really? Where is
the
that?
Camera right there.
Okay, well, I see the camera, but where on the internet is
the
it?
Tim Fletcher Show YouTube channel
All
on
right.
Friday Football Frenzy Facebook, Tim Fletcher Show Facebook, my personal Facebook, and Fletcher Show on X. So
That's a lot of places. You
That's
know
a
what?
lot of-
You should recap that periodically so that people can find it.
If I could find a sponsor for it, I would.
I see.
Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. We'll be back on 101.7 FM 710 Keel right after this.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 AM. KQ69GO. 1017 FM. KEEL. Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
When those dental needs arise, it's nice to know that Doctors Jared and Mackenzie Boyd are here to take care of you at Boyd Family Dentistry. You'll find them online at ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. You'll also find them online at 2042 Line Avenue in Shreveport. And of course, give them a call. Set up an appointment, 318-425-5356, 318-425-5356, ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. Boyd Family Dentistry, the home of same-day crowns and emergency dental care. We've all seen the smiling face for Goodwill Industries, but do we know what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana is actually doing in our community? Did you know they provide janitorial services, groundskeeping services, switchboard operators? They also have employees at state offices and libraries, at the federal courthouse, the VA, and the private sector as well, right here in Shreveport-Bossier, with accounting, payroll, HR, IT, maintenance, and so much more. Yeah, they've got the retail centers, and yeah, they've got 6 job centers, but they do so much. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Our show also is presented to you by the wonderful folks over at Spell Brothers Lumber, laying the Lumber Award and Tech Tuesdays, courtesy of Spell Brothers Lumber, owned and operated by our buddy John Salmons, locally owned and operated by a Tech alum. And, buddy, they have got hot shot delivery service. They'll bring those supplies to your door, buddy, to the job site, and any unused, undamaged material that you buy from Spell Brothers, call them. They'll pick it up and give you a store credit. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's Hunter Smith, who's at the Ruston-Ouachita game, and it is an ice bath game for certain. What's up, Hunter?
Well, I tell you what, not Hunter. I'm filling in for Hunter. This is Nick Brown. I do the color for the Bearcats. Hunter,
hey, Nick, how's it going?
On a halftime show. So good to be here.
Good to have you, buddy. So we're at halftime, I assume, then. So what's our score, and how did we get there?
Yeah, halftime, I tell you what, right now, what a great contest. District 2-5A showdown. Ouachita comes in undefeated 5-0. Bearcats 4-1, lost last week to Stephenville, playing in Longview. And this one has been a battle. 14-7, the Bearcats do lead it at halftime. They got there with a blocked punt. Keelan Davis, number 22, blocked it and scooped it up, ran in for the score to give the Bearcats the early 7-0 lead. Ouachita wasted little time getting back down the field, really moved the ball against his Bearcats like really only Stephenville has done so far, with Dade capping off a short run to make it 7-7. Bearcats have the services of Ahmad Hudson. He missed last week. He is back, and he has the ability to take it to the house on every play, and Bearcats used him. Sam Hartwell connected about a 35-yard pass. He got into the end zone, split two defenders.
How much of a difference does it make when you have Ahmad Hudson on that squad, Nick? As far as I know, Ruston is great even without him, but how much of a difference maker is he as far as state title contending is Ahmad Hudson?
I will tell you what. I was talking to some opposing coaches from other district schools, talked to them during the week, and really they said, man, Brown, he can go any play, he can take it to the house, and you've seen that. Now, Ouachita's defensive line has got through and put pressure on Hartwell. He's had to go really quick to Ahmad, and he took one. He can go to the house on every play. Last week, you look at Stephenville, Bearcats had a chance, 4th and goal, 2 4th and goals were not able to convert. Those would have been jump balls, touchdowns to Ahmad Hudson, but he is a special playmaker, and hopefully the Bearcats can keep him healthy, because with him, really you can beat anyone. I mean, you can throw it to him 4th and 13. He's going to make the catch.
He's a tremendous athlete, and those that are aware that he's also one of the top basketball players, not just in the state, but in this country for kids his age. Ahmad Hudson and the Ruston Bearcats on top at the half. Nick, thanks for jumping in there for Hunter. Great job, buddy.
Hey, certainly appreciate it. You have a great show anytime, man. Have a good one.
Thank you, sir. Let's check in with Frank Nettles, who's down in Pineville, where the Rebels are taking on his Neville Tigers. It's been all Neville so far, Frank, on the Chasing Aces hotline.
Absolutely all Neville. It is 35-0. But I will say this. They just made a great pass, a little swing out pass, and got all the way down to about the Neville, I'm going to say, 20-yard line, and trying to threaten to make a score and try to put some points on this board. But, guys, 34 plays on Neville's part for 35 yards. That hadn't been done in a long time for a while that I know of at Neville High School. So we're ruling the game right now. It's pretty much in check. There's not much else going to happen here. It is 3 minutes, 49 seconds before the half. And real quick on the Ruston game, I don't know if y'all know them, but I'm sure you've heard of Aaron and Jake in their radio show in the morning. And good guys and everything. I know Aaron very well. I know Jake.
Same here.
But I was going to tell y'all that I called in this morning and told them that Ruston's going to win tonight. Now, I mean, that doesn't mean they are.
Right.
They said, well, why, Frank? And I said, because let me tell y'all something. They're a good team. Obviously, Ouachita's got the edge when it comes to the running back and the agility of their team and the kind of teams they've played and the points they put up. But I'm just telling you, Ruston has been there many times, and it's going to be tough to beat them just on the aspect of a series that Ouachita has rarely won. Rarely.
Yeah. And so it just
I bet you Washita has not beat Ruston in the last 20 years 3 times.
that sounds about right, and that's one of the things that Hunter Smith was talking about, that during the 70s and 80s, even into the early 90s, it was a pretty heated battle. But since then, it's pretty much been all Ruston in that rivalry. And right now, it's a tough one. It's 14-7 at the half and looks pretty even if you think about it. Because
and Washita they were talking some trash there, doggone it, and Ruston was staying kind of quiet about it. And, even right here on the radio and a few things that came back to Neville about the Rebels here, Pineville, talking like they're going to really show the Tigers what it is because they're 4-1. We're coming into this game 3-2. That does not matter, guys.
No, it doesn't.
It does not make the difference.
Talking doesn't win a lot of games. Talking doesn't win games. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. You run your mouth all you want, but you say it on the field the other way.
That's the way to talk about it there, Frank. That's right, buddy. Frank Nettles giving us the update. Neville walking away with this one, 35-zip. Still a little time left in the second quarter. Frank, as always, buddy, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Talk to y'all later.
All right. Gene Pawnee talking about another hard-hitting game in District 2-5A. Gene Pawnee joins us from West Monroe in their fabulous facilities where they are entertaining the number 2 team in Class 5A, the Ash Trojans. West Monroe, the number 7 team in Class 5A. Hey, Gene, what's the latest on your game, sir?
Hey, Tim. Always great hearing from that Frank Nettles, baby. But look, right now it's a 21-14 Ash ball game. They scored on a 42-yard inside screen with about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. West Monroe, though, right now with 17 seconds left in the first half, have it down on the Ash 14. There's a pass to the end zone. There's the interference against Ash in the end zone.
Okay.
With 12 seconds left. And I'm sitting right in the middle of a pretty loud group, so here's to hoping you hear me.
Yeah,
Gino, we can hear you just fine.
Yeah, we can hear Rabuche's here as well, sitting in for Hester tonight.
Hey, Daryl.
What's up, Gino?
How you doing, my friend?
I'm all right. I'm in suspense about this end of the first half of your game.
Yeah. How much time left on the clock again, Gene?
Daryl, 12 seconds left. That's going to be pass interference against Ash. Literally tackled the receiver. You can hear the call made in the background. 15-yard penalty, so that's going to mark it down right at the 10-yard line. 12 seconds left, so I think they've got time probably to get 2 plays in there. They've got a great field goal kicker, so I don't think they're worried about the 3. But obviously trailing 21-14, they want to try to get 7 before they have. West Monroe does get the opening kickoff in the third quarter, so obviously getting points here would be big.
35-7. Gene Pawnee with us. Time's wasting in the second quarter.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Here we go.
Yeah.
Up to the line of scrimmage. Guillot's the quarterback. He's got a split backfield, 2 tight ends. Again, 12 seconds in a quarter. The fake handoff inside the Pawnee. Guillot keeps it around the left side down to the 5, down to the 4, and they must be out of timeout because they had 1 left, and they just called us. So they're going to send in the field goal team with 4 seconds left.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't think they have the time to run another quick play or a quick out. But hey, look, it's been a good football game. A game with a lot of big plays. Coaches like to call them explosive plays.
Yeah.
We've seen 3 or 4 of those tonight, and it's going to be a great second half of football. But this is important that the Rebels get at least a field goal here, and then we'll see what happens at the break.
All right. Who gets the ball to start the third quarter, Gene?
Yeah, West Monroe does get the opening kickoff. They deferred in the first half.
All right, let's see if the field goal.
And a great crowd. Look, man, Ash, they're doing great things down there. You guys know that.
Yeah.
And they travel well. There used to be a day when that didn't happen, and they've got a big crowd. They've got their whole pep squad, the band, the whole dog and pony show. So a great atmosphere here in West Monroe. This place holds 9,000. And it's a nice crowd for a great opening night of district football. So if you want to keep it here, I'll tell you how this thing turns out. Rebels are back on the field.
Yeah.
They moved the clock back to 6 seconds left. But they're going to go for the field goal.
Okay.
Hunter Fox from about the 20. It'd be a 22-yard attempt. And here's the snap. Ball's down. The kick is up, and it's good. So the Rebels and the Trojans will go to the half, 21-17 Ash. in a great first half of football.
There you go, Gene Pawnee with the live update. West Monroe boots the field goal on the final play of the second quarter. Thank you so much, Gene Pawnee. We'll be back in touch later.
Yep, talk to you in a bit.
All right, Gene Pawnee and the West Monroe
personnel
Rebels. Yeah.
bringing you scores on the quarter.
Evangel leading Shreve 22-19. I think finally it went to the half, perhaps. No, it did not.
Still about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Captain Shreve running back Jamarcier Plater, as you remember when Ernie was saying that he got up kind of slow.
Yeah.
He has not been back in the game since then. So a little update there.
So in the
Jamarcier
second
Plater.
quarter still.
Still second quarter.
Could have sworn Ernie said they were right there on the edge, but I guess not. All right, North DeSoto leading Mendon 35-7. Calvary and Homer still 7-6. Southwood and Woodlawn knotted at 8 in the second. Mansfield with a 24-8 lead over Red River. Green Oaks 14-6 over Bastrop at the half. Lakeside and Manny, the Tigers, 21-7. Manny leading in the second quarter. St. Mary's 7, Logansport nothing in the second. Natchitoches leading Opelousas 20-0 in the second. Ruston with a 14-7 second quarter lead over Ouachita. Neville blanking Pineville 35-0. That's at the half. Cedar Creek 54-6 second quarter lead over Plain Dealing. Darbon Woods with a 42-0 second quarter lead over Magnolia School of Excellence. Oak Grove leading Beekman Charter 13-7 in the second. As we just heard, Alexandria Senior High and West Monroe go to the half with Ash leading 21-17 at West Monroe. St. Frederick leading Block 22-0 and Sterlington leading Richwood 20-0. A couple of scores from Southwest Louisiana from Acadiana. Barber and Acadiana tied at 21 in the second. Sulphur 14-7 over New Iberia in the second. Finals from last night. Southside 52, Sam Houston 28. Notre Dame with a 35-7 win over Lake Arthur. And last night's scores in our part of the state. Parkway 48, Airline 43, Benton 48, Houghton 40, Loyola 56-26 over Bossier, Huntington 34-28 winner over Byrd, Union 46, North Caddo 16, Northwood 48, Booker T. Washington 8. Hello. Oh, yeah. Dino. Okay. Haynesville 43, Jones Mirage 8. That was 43-0 was the final, and Arcadia beat Glenbrook 35-8. All of those were last night's final scores. It is now 8-16, and those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
First Choice Personnel bringing you scores on the quarter, 797-7810, firstchoicepersonnel.net. One other score, real quick updated. St. Frederick is on top of Block, 22-0. That's just, I just don't know how you live in a town called Block. You know, I would just have to move.
It's better than being in a town called Ball.
Yeah, Ball and Dry Prong are worse.
Yeah, those are way worse.
Yeah. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Johnny Casey with a high point catch, touchdown Evangel. 28-19 is the score now. 28-19, and Darryl, they are finally 50 seconds away from going to the half. So the homecoming hour of power coming soon to Evangel as we rock on with Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. And we'll be back on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel right after this.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Spell Brothers Lumber, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, just northeast of Bossier High between I-20 and East Texas, 318-747-1194. They are truly your local lumber company. They can do it all: window installation, lumber supply, custom cabinets and doors, expert guidance and planning, hardware, and yes, hot shot delivery service where they'll bring your lumber and hardware needs right to your doorstep. Get in touch with Spell Brothers Lumber, locally owned and operated, 747-1194. Our weekly high school coaches conversations are brought to you by Skint and Dent Furniture and Appliances. You can't see the dent. You can't see the scratch on so many of these products, but there's still a steep discount on so many wonderful things at Skenton Dent. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. You may not see the dent, but you're going to see the savings at Skenton Dent, bringing you Coach's Conversations. Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, 8:20 the time. Week 6 of Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Also, thanks to our friends over at Goodwill Industries, bringing you the unsung heroes when we talk to the coaches after the game. It's not just the guys who get the headlines and the highlights. It's the guys behind the scenes that really make a high school team sing, just like Goodwill Industries is your unsung hero in North Louisiana. Been around since 1926, their 100th year of existence, serving 26 parishes from Ellick all the way to the Arkansas border, specializing, of course, in job placement, training, GED, retail certification, and so much more. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, the unsung hero of Shreveport-Bossier. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's Brian Sepulvedo, Captain Shreve, principal, former head coach. His Gators taking on the Evangel Eagles tonight. It's probably halftime now, Sepulvedo. What's happening in your game?
Yeah, it's halftime now. Like I said, Evangel's ahead 28-19. Both teams have done some good things. We broke some big runs early. There's only been one punt in the game so far, and that was by us. Jamarce Plater, our stud running back, he went out in the first quarter. He was doing some great things. Pop Houston's made some really good plays on fourth down. So it's been a back-and-forth game.
Is there any update on Jamarcier's availability in the second half yet, Sepulvedo?
Not yet. And so, yeah, we haven't got an update yet. So I don't know if he's out for the game or coming back second half.
Okay, and that's – I mean, I know that you've got other weapons. I know that, but he's one of the best running backs in the state. That you've been a part of this game for a long, long time, Sepulvedo. You've had really good players get hurt. You've been coaching against teams who have great players who get hurt. The immediate deflation that happens on that squad when that happens, that's tough to coach around. What is something that you hope that Jeremy Wilburn has done, or what's something that you would do in this instance if you lose a star player like that in the middle of a big, heated contest?
First thing you do is get everybody calm down. You know, you're right. You know, when you lose a stud of that caliber out, it kind of deflates the team and people start looking around. So basically just kind of, you know, get at the wheel and get everybody calmed down. And we have a good backup running back. He's had a really good year, Gabe Lockett.
Yeah.
Gabe's a little bit bigger. I think Gabe's got about 800 yards on the year also. So basically you just kind of get back to what you do fundamentally. And I mean, Gabe's very capable. And so I don't think, you know, if you don't have another guy to replace, then you're in trouble. But we feel comfortable with Gabe. He's going to be he is a good player for us, and he'll definitely be the feature back next year.
And we will certainly also keep our eyes peeled to see if number 3 makes his way back into the game in the second half. Jamarce Plater, we certainly hope all is well with him because, he's very talented, and it's a more exciting Friday night when that cat's out there doing his thing. Sepulvedo, thanks for the update, buddy. Evangel on top at the half, 28-19 over Captain Shreve.
Appreciate it, Fletch.
Thank you. Let's get back on our Chasing Aces hotline and our old pal Aaron Dietrich. This is like old home week for you, Rabouche.
Well, speaking of Chasing Aces, you know what Aaron's fans are called.
They're called Aaron's Aces.
Aaron's Aces. So we're chasing aces left, chasing aces right, and we found AD.
Yes, we have. What's up there, Aaron Dietrich? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, young guys? Do you remember bustling from one game to another? Do you remember those old days?
I remember that.
Okay.
Do you have? I know you don't do that anymore because you've been over there so long. You've got so many minions working under you.
Yeah, that's right. Just like we have a makeup guy, a hair guy, we got it all. You know?
Yeah.
What's up, gentlemen? Man, the duo's together again.
Yes, indeed it is. All we need is Wes to hop on here. We'll get Foster and Cliff to join us. We'll have like our own TV station.
Yeah. What's up?
Not much, buddy.
Report.
Yeah,
Ash is leading West Monroe 21-17 at the half. Great ball game. Rebel Stadium is rocking. As you would expect, this has been a terrific game. Man, you talk about a West Monroe team that has 42 seniors up against a young, very, very talented Ash squad that has 16 seniors. This game has been everything that was billed to be.
Wow. That when you have a 5A school with that many seniors in programs that are accustomed to being good, that usually spells state championship caliber football squad. What has West Monroe done here since the North DeSoto game that's kind of gotten them back on track, Dietrich?
Well, a kid named Christian Pani, I'm sure you'll talk to Gene here a little bit later. I mean, he's their workhorse, and they've got a playmaker back, Trez Davis. I mean, he was a Tulane commit. He broke his hand early in the year. He's out there with a cast. He's already got a touchdown versus Ash. I mean, he's a difference maker. But speaking of just turning their season around, that win at home versus Catholic turned the whole perception of this program, or at least the new coach, the Michael Dizer, how fans felt about him. They got some confidence. They got some swagger, but injuries have hit them hard early on, even though they got 42 seniors. This should be a tremendous game in the second half against Ash.
All right, Aaron Dietrich, of course, KNOE sports director, award-winning sports director, so many awards he's got to add on to his house. Ash on top of West Monroe, 21-17. Also, Ruston and Ouachita tonight. Dietrich has been a pretty interesting game so far. Ruston is ahead at the half, 14-7. And from what we heard from Frank Nettles and from Nick, who does a little color analysis for Ruston as well, and Hunter Smith, Ouachita's been talking a little bit about this game.
Yeah, and this is their best start at 5-0 since 2010. You want to talk about some talented players. The Lions certainly have it this year. I thought this was going to be the ultimate litmus test for them against Ruston, the Bearcat squad, of course, coming off a loss last week to Stephenville. Ruston, Ahmad Hudson, the five-star tight end. He's only a junior. Jared Baugh told us this morning he didn't know how much he would play. Well, I did see he already has a touchdown catch from 30 yards out. So Ruston has the lead. Keep an eye on Ouachita, though. I don't think they're going to go down without a fight. You may remember last year this was a one-point game. Literally, the Lions missed an extra point in the closing seconds, so they would have had an opportunity to tie that.
Wow. So, yeah, these there are two really, really good games over in Northeast Louisiana tonight, and that's why we're checking in with Dietrich and company. Yes, sir.
Hey, does Boucher, does he ask questions anymore, or he just sits there and does all the dirty work behind the scenes?
I don't have any questions for you. How are you?
Okay. Good, bud.
I love you, Aaron. I'm proud of you, and I'm honored to know you, and I'm proud of everything you've accomplished in your career.
Okay, you don't have to kiss up now.
Well, no, I'm just, you know what, Aaron, I'm a senior citizen now, and the closer I get to glory, the more I want to express my admiration for my friends, and so I'm being very sincere. Because I feel like I sent you forth.
Out in about 10 minutes. It's bedtime for Daryl.
Well, I sent you forth into the broadcasting universe from, and I'm very proud of everything of the man you've become.
Wow.
Yeah, you are getting old, man. He's getting old. He's getting soft.
See, some guys just don't know how to take a compliment.
Well, that's true.
You tell somebody you love them and you're proud of them, and suddenly, all of a sudden, we have to drive off the road.
Exactly. Well, he knows. He knows.
Be careful out there. Try to see through the tears.
Text us when you get to the station so we know you got there.
We're going to make sure you're okay, buddy.
All right.
Hey, fax in your scores.
All right, buddy. Thank you, sir. Try fax in your score. Call the Dairy Queen near the station. Or near
That's
the
how
stadium.
you find the referee. He never remembers the score.
Right.
That's right. Exactly.
Thank you very much, Dietrich.
Right, thank you.
Later, guys.
Let's get back on the Chasing Aces hotline where Will Delafield and his North DeSoto Fighting Griffins have turned what was a kind of a quagmire into a rout Will, what's happening in your game between the North DeSoto Fighting Griffins and the Minden Crimson Tide?
Well, I'll tell you, if we could catch the football tonight, we would be running the clock. But it is Minden. We lost it contained on one play. They ran a kind of a jet sweep, and guy, I mean, they got some speed, you know, and the guy I guess scored from about 80 yards out. And outside of that one play, they might have 30 yards of offense.
Wow.
Our defense came to play tonight. I think we've got 3 or 4 interceptions. You know, offense, we really scored quick right there at the end of the half. We scored twice in a couple of minutes. We had after that long run, we had a good kickoff return, scored on the next play, and then they went 3 and out. And whatever reason, they went for it on 4th down, but there was maybe a minute left in the first half, and we went right down and scored, and it's 35-7 at halftime.
Okay, 35-7. You know, Jeff Rhodes, who's doing our Minden stuff for us, Will, also said something about they have dropped a lot of passes tonight. How that, and I'm not trying to get anything controversial here. Your son, of course, is Luke Delafield, who has been just a crackerjack quarterback, Northwestern State commit. I know that this is a young group of receivers, and I know there's got to be some growing pains. At some point, though, they're going to need to make some catches in some key moments. Just how much have they gotten better over these last few games? And is this just kind of a hiccup, you think, or is it a growing sign of some problem?
No, I mean, we just have to grow up. They're going to drop some balls. But they're running, all of the route running has gotten so much better. We're running the right routes. And so a lot of the interceptions early were because we were throwing a different route than the receiver was running. So they fixed that part, and that part's getting better. But, we dropped a couple of pretty sure touchdown passes tonight, but we made some really good catches, too, in some traffic. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I know that
we're going to be right where we need to be. And tonight we got all of our defensive guys back healthy. Kenny Thomas is still holding him out. So, he's pretty electric. So it looks like we're getting back to whole after a pretty physical first half of the season.
And, yeah, it has been. And I don't know if you heard us when we were talking with Dietrich about the West Monroe game, and that West Monroe win looks better and better and better every single week, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I think they see you talking and then they hit the horns or whatever. All right, we'll be back with you here in the second half. Will Delafield with the update. His North DeSoto Fighting Griffins are up 35-7 over Minden. Thank you very much, Will.
Yep, thank you.
First Choice Personnel bringing you Scores on the Quarter.
At 8:32, we are at or near halftime here, one side or the other for most of these games. Halftime in West Shreveport, Evangel leading Captain Shreve 28-19. That is technically a two-score game, obviously, at this point, but still a very competitive game in anybody's ball game at this point. North DeSoto running away from Minden over at the pit, 35-7 at the half. Calvary with a 7-6 lead over Homer. Southwood 16, Woodlawn 8 at the half. Mansfield leading Red River 24-8 at the half. Green Oaks 14, Bastrop 6. That's in the third quarter now. Manning with a 29-7 lead over Lakeside. St. Mary's leading Logansport 7-6. The telemetry tells me, the data says North Webster and Carroll are 0-0 in the third. I remain skeptical, but that's the best information I have. Natchitoches leading Opelousas 20-7 at the half. Ruston with a 14-7 lead over Ouachita. Neville blanking Pineville 35-0. Cedar Creek 54. Plain Dealing 6. That was in the second quarter. Magnolia School of Excellence trailing at Darbone Woods 42-0. At the half, LaSalle leading Lakeview 18-6. Second quarter, Franklin Parish 34, West Ouachita 14. Second quarter, Oak Grove 13, Beekman Charter 7. Sterlington with a 20-0 second quarter lead over Richwood. St. Frederick was leading Block 22-0. Ash over West Monroe at the half 21-7. And then a couple of scores from the southwest part of the state, from Acadiana particularly. Barb 28-21, Acadiana at the half. Barb leading 28-21. Sulphur with a 14-7 second quarter lead over New Iberia. Turlings Catholic leading Rain 36-0. Catholic New Iberia blanking Franklin. One more competitive game. Central leading Woodlawn of Baton Rouge 14-7 at the half. Scotlandville and Zachary tied at 10 at the half. Last night, Parkway 48, Airline 43, Benton 48-40 over Houghton. Loyola rolled over Bossier 56-26. Huntington bested Byrd 34-28. Union 46, North Caddo 16. Booker T. Washington lost to the Northwood Falcons 48-8. Haynesville, the number one team in the state in Class 1A, blanked Jonesboro Hodge 43-0. And Arcadia over Glenbrook 35-8. 8:34 now. Those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810, firstchoicepersonnel.net. Looking for a job or employers, or you're looking for employees? Same thing, 797-7810, First Choice Personnel. Our show is, of course, brought to you by the fine folks over at Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers, bringing you our Player of the Week every Tuesday on our morning radio show at 7:30. We bring you the nominees for the Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers Player of the Week. And immediately after the nominees, we announce the winner for that week, Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers. Check out their 5-star Google reviews, over 1,700 5-star Google reviews, morrisdewitt.com. That's DEWETT, morrisdewitt.com. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, with Ruben and Rabouche hanging out with us in the studio tonight on 101.7 FM 710 Keel.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the number one Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place? Dude, there's nothing like Chasing Aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. Goodwill Industries presents our Unsung Hero each and every week with our high school coaches and our high school coverage, because basically who's a bigger unsung hero around here other than Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana? They've been around since 1926. They cover 26 parishes in North Louisiana, employing over 250 people, but more importantly, really, the type of services they have: job placement, training, GED, independent living for foster youth. So much good coming from Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there in ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand, when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget, they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry. Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, Games, Workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Paints and Supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Tim Fletcher here. Daryl Rabouche sitting in for Adam Hester tonight. And, of course, we've got Ruben on the ones and twos.
Yeah, I apologize to all the listeners. Hester can't get back fast enough.
You're doing a fine job. I don't understand what the problem is.
You're doing a very good job.
Well, my standards are, again,
you just got on
higher.
to Dietrich for not being able to take a compliment.
Thank you.
Again, lead singer of Opossum Where Art Thou. I don't know. I don't know what standards are.
Right. We lower them as much as we can. Bo Waddell joins us right now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Bo, this has been perplexing all night. 7-6 just did not make sense. So what's the update now at Calvary and Homer?
We stepped it up a little bit. It's 27-6, 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Hugh Lund with another deep pass touchdown. Zeron Miles with another short run for a touchdown. They've, I think, kind of wearing them down a little bit. Like I said, they're great athletes. But I don't know how much depth they have, so they're kind of wearing down from what I'm seeing right now.
Okay. How much time left in the third quarter again?
Approaching 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Was it 7-6 at the half still, or was it?
No, I think it ended up 20-6 at half. But I mean, one of those was a kickoff return for a touchdown, so it could have easily been 13-6. Going into halftime.
Right. Okay. All right. So Calvary is starting to kind of flex their muscles a little bit. The number 4 team in Class 2A, taking on a Homer team that has struggled since their season opening win over Houghton, but they have also been absolutely ravaged by injuries, but they're getting some of the guys back, which is one of the reasons why they've kept this game pretty close. All right, Bo Waddell, head baseball coach at Calvary, taking care of our football needs as well. 27-6, Calvary on top. Thank you very much, Bo.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Tim.
You bet. Our Chasing Aces hotline, chasingaces.golf. Get your bay booked for the weekend. Go to the putting zone, the home run dugout. The par 3 course is an absolute delight, and they got the closest to the pin contest tonight between 10 and midnight. Dr. Grady Smith joins. Dr. Morgan joins us. Wow, I knew there was a doctor. Dr. Morgan joins us, Mansfield and Red River. This has been all Mansfield, it looks like. Dr. Morgan, what's happening in your game right now?
Well, we have about 7 minutes left in the third quarter. We're up 30-14.
Okay. And from what I understand, Terrell Pegues has had another wonderful game.
He has a wonderful game every time. If it's not going wonderfully for him, he just makes it wonderful, doesn't he? I mean, he's pretty amazing. Let me tell you.
He's pretty good. He might be one of the best players Mansfield had in the last, 10 years? Something like that? 15? I don't know. But it's been a while.
It's been, it did. He just makes it happen.
Yeah, and so far is making it happen. And, Dr. Morgan, we talked to Travis Gary, the head coach for Red River, earlier today, and just trying to explain the rivalry between these two communities. It's a friendly rivalry, though, right?
Yes, it is. It's just one of those things. We're kind of, 30 minutes apart. A lot of the kids know each other, and so it's just, it's a lot of smack talking.
Sure.
And, but it's just a little rivalry. It's very friendly. Red River's got it going on. They have things under control. It's a great night for football. I actually put on a hoodie. It's so exciting.
There we go. Football, whether we don't want it, whether, if typically you might not throw in a hoodie, but just because we could, I'm wearing a sweat jacket as well because doggone it, it's a Friday and it's in mid-October. We should be wearing sweatshirts right now. So
I agree.
All right.
I'm wrapped in a blanket.
And you're wrapped in a blanket, Daryl. And it is 30-14 Mansfield on top of Red River. Thank you so much for the update, Dr. Morgan.
Go Wolverines. Thank you.
You bet. No worries. And, man, we have an update in the American League Division Series. George Kirby was cooking with gas for the Seattle Mariners, was shutting out Detroit through 5 innings, gave up a leadoff double to Javi Baez, and then Kerry Carpenter steps up, taking on the relief pitcher that the Mariners brought in. On the second pitch from Spire, Kerry Carpenter hit it deep to right center and over the wall. The Detroit Tigers have taken a 2-1 lead over the Seattle Mariners. And oh, by the way, Tariq Skubal, the defending American League Cy Young champ, has 11 strikeouts in 5 innings for Detroit. So there's your update. And the Mudbugs and Corpus Christi are tied 3-3 in the second. Let's get to Jeremy Koss, Manny Tigers hosting Lakeside tonight. Hey, Jeremy, what's happening in your game?
We're in halftime right now. Manny's up 29-7.
29-7 at the half. What has Manny been able to do offensively that's kind of not been there the last couple of weeks? What are you guys up to these last couple of 3 quarters?
Well, our running game is doing good, and we had about a 35-yard touchdown pass, too, so we have thrown a couple times also.
Okay, good. All right. So, and I assume the Manning faithful, do we still have the train horn there, Jeremy?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. Want to make sure,
Yes, sir.
All right, so 29-7, Manny on top of Lakeside. That game is at the half. And on our Chasing Aces hotline, that's Jeremy Koss giving us the outstanding update. Thanks, Jeremy.
All right, appreciate it.
You bet.
First choice personnel bringing you Scores on the Quarter.
It's still halftime at Evangel. The Eagles.
Film at 11. And it still will be halftime. I mean, yeah.
Oh, man. It's like Bad Bunny is performing or something. It's taken a while. All right. 28-19. The Eagles leading Captain Shreve. North DeSoto with a 35-7 halftime lead over Mendon. Calvary 27. Homer 6. That's in the third quarter. Woodlawn 16, Southwood 16 in the third. Mansfield 30-14 over Red River in the third quarter. Third quarter, Green Oaks leading Bastrop 20-6. Halftime, Manny 29-7 over Lakeside. St. Mary's a 7-6 lead over Logansport last we heard as they approached the half. North Webster and Carroll, everything still says it's 0-0 in the third. I don't know about all that. Natchitoches leading Opelousas 20-7 at the half. Second quarter, Ruston was leading Ouachita 14-7. Neville blanking Pineville 35-0. Cedar Creek with a 60-6 fourth quarter lead over Plain Dealing. Darbon Woods leading Magnolia School of Excellence in the third 49-0. LaSalle with an 18-6 halftime lead over Lakeview. Second quarter, Franklin Parish 34, West Ouachita 14. Second quarter, Oak Grove 13, Beekman Charter 7. Sterlington leading Richwood 20-0. St. Frederick leading Block 22-0. At the half, Alexandria Senior High leading West Monroe 21-7. 17 is what I meant to say because I have a 1 in front of the 7 where I wrote it down. Last night, Southside over Sam Houston, 52-28. Notre Dame over Lake Arthur, 35-7. Right now, in the southwest part of the state, Acadiana trailing Barb in the third, 28-21. Sulphur, 27. New Iberia, 14 in the third. Turlings Catholic with a 36-0 lead over Rain. Catholic of New Iberia, 35-0 over Franklin. That game is obviously still in progress. Second quarter, last you heard, Lafayette Christian was leading Renaissance 13-0. Central over Woodlawn of Baton Rouge in the third quarter, 14-13. Scotlandville and Zachary tied at 10 at the half. Last night in Shreveport and Bossier City, Parkway over Airline 48-43. Benton 48, Houghton 40. Loyola 56, Bossier 26. Huntington beat Byrd 34-28. Union over North Caddo 46-16. North Caddo over BTW 48-8. Haynesville beat Jonesboro Hodge 43-0. And Arcadia 35, Glenbrook 8. It is now 8:47, and those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call. 797-7810. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn, and our old pal Bubba Winningham. We had a birthday 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. Happy belated birthday there, Bubba. Chevyland, our title sponsor for 13 years in a row. Our show also coming at you courtesy of the fine folks over at Alsco. Alsco, when it comes to your uniforms, facility care, washroom needs, first aid kits, and more, get in touch with Alsco, 318-636-0404, 318-636-0404, alsco.com. We'll get back to Smiley, sir.
Oh, yeah, we have a breaking news situation.
Yeah.
Jamarcier Plater back now.
Okay, good.
Holding on to 150 yards on 5 carries in the first quarter.
Right.
And he is, they patched him up.
Okay, so he is in the game or will be in the game.
He's coming back.
Coming back.
From reliable sources indicate that he is coming back.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Someone who is at the game covering it professionally, who you know, name may rhyme with Loy Fang.
Ooh, are you talking about Coy Blang?
Yes.
He is one of my favorite dudes.
Yeah, he's a Bond villain.
He is, Coy Blang, with the update there. Speaking of an update, Logan's lady. Anytime you get to do Jerry Lewis impersonations on a AM radio station, it makes people think they're listening to radio back in 1972 all over again.
Where's Dean?
Logansport has moved in front of St. Mary's 12-7, 3:10 to go in the third period. The Logansport Tigers gaining momentum at home. That's on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. We're cooking with gas here. Rabuche, Ruben, and me inside the studios at 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Back with more Friday Football Frenzy after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Scant & Dent has been around here in Shreveport-Bossier for just about 12 years. 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. The Hill Brothers, Devin and Rance. Man, these guys know it inside and out. The business of getting you appliances and furnishings that may have just a slight little cosmetic defect, a little scratch, a little dent, but up to 50% savings over the big box stores. Why would you go anywhere else other than Scant & Dent? 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway. If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com.
Morse & DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
If you have uniform needs, tablecloths and napkins to be picked up, laundered, and delivered, anything to do with taking care of your facility, from wet mops to floor mats to washroom needs and first aid kits and equipment, you can count on Alsco. 318-636-0404, alsco.com.
Breaking news and trending talk. 101.7 FM and 710 Keel. KEEL Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
Welcome back, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Tariq Skubal just got his 12th strikeout of the night for the Detroit Tigers in the bottom of the sixth with one out. 12 out of 16 outs have been recorded by strikeout.
What's his name again?
Tariq Skubal.
That's a bad Scrabble hand.
And he's facing Randy Arozarena right now.
Oh, boy.
It's a Skubal-Arozarena matchup. Right when you thought you could actually use enunciation clearly. Let's go to Alan Posh, who is at Natchitoches Opelousas tonight on Friday. Wait, Mark McGee is with us on Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on the Chasing Aces hotline. My fault, Mark. Hey, Mark, what's happening, buddy?
Well, we're winding down the third quarter here. Logansport is up 12-7. Logansport came out swinging first drive, made a good drive, and scored. Pinned St. Mary's down back in their own field, had a turnover. We made down and drove into the red zone. Ended up having a turnover on the 3-yard line. So Logansport just got the ball back, or Logansport scored again. We just got the ball back about midfield. So looks like they found a new energy in the second half.
All right. Now, Mark, was it 7-0 at the half, or was it 7-6 at the half?
It was 7-0 at the half.
Okay, so they scored on the opening drive of the third quarter to make it 7-6. Okay, wow.
Correct. Yes, they came out and scored twice early, and then ended up having a turnover on almost the goal line. So.
Now, you know your brother better than anybody, probably. Do you think he was gentle, kind, or do you think he was kind of like, guys, we need to step it up here?
I'm not at liberty. I was privileged to that. I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
That sounds good enough to me, Mark.
I'll not confirm nor deny.
I don't blame you, buddy. Whatever it is, though, it works. So keep it up, Kevin McGee. Right now, it's 12-7, Logansport, and you have the ball, right? Is that what you said, Mark?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
All right. Time wasted in the third quarter. Logansport has moved in front for the first time tonight. And we'll be back with more and Mark McGee later on. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Let's go to Alan Posh, who was at the Natchitoches-Opelousas game. It has been all Natchitoches, and especially all Natchitoches Central defense has been on display tonight. Joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's Alan Posh. Hey, Alan, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
It's all you, sir. I assume we're in the third quarter by now. What's the latest that we have on Natchitoches and Opelousas?
It is 26-13 now in the third. Natchitoches Central just scored a touchdown. Opelousas came a little bit alive right at the end there. They scored on their last possession of the half, and then we kicked off for the third, and they scored on that possession. So made it a little interesting, but then we just scored again.
Okay.
So it's 27-13.
All right, 27-13.
Yes, it was 6 minutes left in the third.
6 to go in the third. Opelousas did the old score the last drive, you have it, and the first drive you get it back. The wraparound around halftime is one of the greatest ways for teams to be able to get back into a game, and it worked for the Opelousas Tigers tonight. But right now, Natchitoches Central back out to a 2-touchdown lead. Alan Posh with the update. As always, a spectacular job. Thank you so much, Alan.
Sir.
You bet. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, Chasing Aces hotline. One of the big games in the entire state is Ruston entertaining Ouachita. This was a fun game so far. Hunter Smith joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Hunter, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Fletch?
It's all you.
10:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Ruston up 2 scores, 21-7. Ouachita's got a little drive going at the Ruston 30. Ruston defense got a big stop to start the second half, and then Ruston went on a big boy drive and scored on a reverse. Got down to the 1 yard line on a reverse, and then Dalen Powell punched it in to take it to 21-7. It's a dogfight, and it's a good one. This place is electric tonight.
I would imagine so. When you see the way this defense is playing tonight, Hunter, what's that kind of bring up? Does it allow you to kind of look ahead to maybe that second weekend in December?
No, we ain't looking ahead to nothing but the next 10 minutes, 42 seconds. We're going to be where our feet are. We're going to be present. We're going to play our ass off and see how this one ends up.
There you go, buddy. Ruston on top right now, 21-7. The Bearcat defense is absolutely stoning Ouachita tonight, and that's saying something. This is a team that is
they got some guys that can absolutely score. They've got the ball on the +20, 1st and 10. Clock is running. Quarterback run for Montrell Connor, and we got him. Oh, big hit on Montrell Connor from our safety, Jaden Anding, and we got a scuff, and no penalty flags yet. No penalties. No penalties. All right, here we go,
All right.
Second down. But, hey, it's another great game, Fletch. Call me back in a little bit.
You bet, Hunter. Thank you so much, buddy.
All right, bye.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Evangel 36, Captain Shreve 19 in the third. North DeSoto in the third, leading Minden 42-7. Calvary 27-6, third quarter lead over Homer. Woodlawn with a narrow edge over Southwood. That one's in the third quarter, 22-6. Mansfield 30-14 in the third over Red River. Green Oaks leading Bastrop in the third, 28-6 at the half. Manning was leading Lakeside 29-7. Logansport 12, St. Mary 7 in the fourth. Natchitoches leading Opelousas 26-13 in the third quarter score. Ruston 21, Washita 7. Neville over Pineville 35-0, second half of that one. Cedar Creek running away from Plain Dealing 60-6, closing moments of that game. Darbon Woods, no trouble with Magnolia School of Excellence, second half 56-6. LaSalle leading Lakeview 18-6 at the half. Franklin Parish over West Washita 34-14, second quarter lead last we had. Also, Sterlington now leading Richwood 34-0 in the third. St. Frederick with a 22-0 lead over Block. Haven't had an update on that. Alexandria Senior High and Gene Ponte's West Monroe Rebels have entered the third quarter with Ash leading 21-7. Barb now leading Acadiana in the third 28-21. Sulphur with a 27-14 lead over New Iberia in the third. Central 14, Woodlawn of Baton Rouge 13 in the third. And wrapping up last night's scores from Shreveport and Bossier City, Glenbrook fell to Arcadia 35-8, Haynesville 43, Jonesboro Hodge nothing. Booker T. Washington lost to Northwood 48-8, Union over North Caddo 46-16. Byrd fell to Huntington 34-28, Loyola 56, Bossier 26. Houghton lost to Benton 48-40, and Parkway squeaked by Airline in a thriller 48-43. It is now 9 o'clock, and those are your scores on the quarter.
It even says 9
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice
The
Personnel.
fancy engineer clock has
Engineer
it
clock.
spelled out for us.
Right. Yeah.
That is a fancy clock.
From the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, Will Delafield, running clock at North DeSoto with 4 minutes left in the third. North DeSoto up now 49-7. I think that's what you had 42. So now another touchdown. Once you get to 42, they can start running the clock. And Ernie lets us know that, Jamarcia Plater is back in the game, and he is playing quarterback again. That's where he got his 150 yards while playing quarterback in the first quarter. So if Shreve's going to get it done, they got a lot of ground to make up, Darryl, with not a whole lot of time to do it. They got almost a long way to go.
And a short time to get there.
In a short time to get there.
The boys are thirsty in Atlanta. That's all I got to say.
We're going to see.
What?
Nothing. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Rabouche's here.
Am I? I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I don't know, Ruben. I don't know. We were having a conversation, and Darryl just says, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry that I'm still here.
I was going to say, I don't smell anything. I don't know what you're apologizing for.
You said Rabouche is here, and I said, I'm so sorry.
We are thankful you are here.
I'm not. Okay.
It means the world to me that you're here. Do you know how difficult this would be if you were not here?
Let me explain something to you, Chief. I know how hard it is sitting over here in the little corner with my blanket on. So if you had to pile this on top of what you were doing, I don't think you could do it.
I don't think I would either. What I would be doing, I'd be making up scores. I'd just be lying right now. It looks like Block is on top of somebody, 14-6. And look at Lafayette Renaissance. They're over the Renaissance Fairies, Fairchild's Renaissance Fair. I guess they would be the fairies, like
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that make sense?
Right.
Yeah, sure. That's how it would go if I weren't here.
Have a little
that's all we're doing.
dragonfly as your mascot. I think it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, this little playlet is brought to you by Chevyland.
There you go.
Exactly.
Theater of the Mind, radio, the way it used to be.
Oh, wow.
All right, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. None of us have had any alcohol, I promise. We are all...
And maybe that's the problem.
Maybe that is the problem. Maybe so. Let me see if anybody's got anything over here. Let me go check Roger's fridge. And we'll be back on 101.7 FM 710 Keel right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where Pay Dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. Spell Brothers Lumber is your local lumber company located at 1321 Martin Lane, just northeast of Bossier High School, featuring Hot Shot Delivery Service. They will deliver your lumber hardware needs swiftly and efficiently to your doorstep at no extra charge. And if you have a surplus undamaged materials, they'll pick them up and give you a store credit in return. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com, 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, 318-747-1194. When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves.
Scores on the Quanta, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
I miss that voice guy. You know, he does all of his stuff remotely now, so we don't ever see him up here anymore.
Yeah, he's out of state.
Yeah. Well, he's making the big bucks, so that makes sense. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Our title sponsor for 13 years running, and we are so thankful to Steve Horn, Jerry Montgomery, and, of course, Bubba Winningham. Just good stuff, good people. They got great deals right now on Silverados, 2.9% financing available on 2026 Silverados. And Ruben and Daryl, I don't know if you guys are aware of it, the 2026 Silverados already know who's in the college football playoff. They're from the future.
They are. That's wild.
And it is.
I have a 2001 Silverado.
Sweet.
Nice.
I do. And think about it. It's 25 model years old, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's awesome.
It is. And that reminds me of back in your days before you met the lovely Claire, you were into 25-year-old models. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland.
That's true.
Yeah, it is. Joining us
I mean,
now.
that's not even a joke. I didn't even know how to react to it. It was like, yeah, I sure was.
Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's our old buddy Gene Ponte, and what a barn burner of a game in West Monroe, where West Monroe's the number 7 team in 5A, Ash the number 2 team. Gene, it's all you, buddy. What's happening?
Hey, I appreciate it, big guy. About 11 and a half minutes left in this ball game. West Monroe's punting right at midfield and lead for the first time tonight, 24-21. They scored on a double reverse from 27 yards out with about 5 minutes left in the third quarter. This thing's gotten to be a lot more of a defensive battle. If there's any telling story that's going to happen the rest of this ball game, West Monroe their starting quarterback just went out with an injury, and they didn't have a lot of success just now moving that football with the possession they had. But the punt rolled down to the 8-yard line, and that's where Ash will come in with 11-11 left in this baby.
So, Gene, when I don't know enough about the West Monroe quarterback, I apologize. I know about Christian Ponte, of course, your kiddo. What was his specialty? What do they lose mostly with him out of the game?
Well, he's a junior, but he's just one of those intellectual football players. He knows where everybody belongs, and he manages the game. He's had a couple of turnovers this year with interceptions, probably like quarterbacks have. But he's probably got a little bit more experience than the big sophomore who had to come in the last possession. And Trey King is his backup. And, look, he's going to have a great career. That kid is 6'6".
Oh, wow.
200. Yeah, he's a big kid. and he can throw darts. But he just hadn't been on the field a lot in varsity action. But it may be his offense to run here in the fourth quarter. Asher picked up 12 yards on a nice outside, little outside screen. So 24-21, guys.
West Monroe on
Very
top.
loud.
Very loud, very active. What a great game. Thanks, Gene.
How you bet, Tim?
Gene Ponte on the Chasing Aces hotline there. West Monroe has climbed on top of Ash, 24-21. For the first time all night, they lead. Let's get back out to Ernie Velasco, where Evangel is starting to get a little breathing room out there. Ernie, what's happening in your game on the Chasing Aces hotline?
Well, the good thing is Captain Steve Prater came back in.
Right.
They were driving, and it looked like he tried to pull the ball like he's trying to play quarterback, and they fumbled the ball, and Evangel just got it back and popped through a 31-yard touchdown pass. So now it's 43-19 with 4:42 left in third.
Oh, wow. 43-19?
Yeah.
And there's still how much time left in the third again, Ernie?
4:42. They
Oof.
just kicked off into the end zone.
When you have
that was close. It hit right on the goal line and bounced back, and then back in the end zone.
Okay. This was a 22-19 game. Well, actually, Shreve was up 19-14 midway through the second. What has happened with the Evangel offense, Ernie, since then? Where they, apparently they haven't had a drive that ended without a score here for about the last 5 or 6 possessions.
Well, they've been pretty balanced tonight. With Day running really hard, and they can't bring him down, and then then there's little slants and then bombs. They're just mixing it up pretty good. So
Day seems to. Day was when we had him in studio. He and Dawson before they played Airline. And Day, you could tell, was keyed up because Kenny Darby at Airline is one of the top recruits in the state, one of the best wide receivers, just a 5-star kid. And you could tell that Day was amped about it because Day's got an offer to Grambling, not bigger schools yet. We're kind of curious about that. And I just wonder if Day, if a little bit of the I'm going up against Jamarcier Plater, if that plays a little role in his effort tonight.
Yeah. I mean, he's high kicking, high stepping, jumping, ducking behind. I mean, he's running hard, and Prater just don't look right. Something's wrong with him because he just lost 3 yards. I mean, before he even got started. So
wow.
So something. But the quarterback's back in, so
okay.
Just threw a screen again. So now it's second down or third down. So and they're on their own 18-yard line. So
okay.
Third and 12.
All right. Sound like Evangel's kind of like doing the old boa constrictor and just kind of squeezing the life out of him right now.
Yeah, that defense is moving around pretty good. So especially when Prater gets back there, but I mean he's really good. I mean really good.
He is really, really good, and I hate that he got banged up tonight because a healthy Jamarcier Plater makes a big difference, but I don't know if he makes a 32-point difference or whatever, 24-point difference. I'm
here they go trying to pass. Oh, almost got sacked on the 4th. Well, he threw it across his body. Nope, incomplete. He's under pressure, quarterback. So, but yeah, like I said, Day's running like he's upset with somebody.
All right. Well, there we go.
He had a long touchdown, about 55 yards. It was called back for holding.
Okay.
So but earlier in the game, so it was 4th and 12 on their own 18. They're fixing a punt.
And how much time again, Ernie?
3:51 now.
3:51. Okay, in the third quarter, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ernie Velasco with the update on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you, Ernie. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, rocks on with Jeff Rhodes and Minden. It's been kind of all north DeSoto tonight. Jeff Rhodes, what's happening in your game right now, buddy?
Oh, Fletch, it has indeed been all north DeSoto tonight. We're sitting at 63-13.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, it's been a tough one. There's about 3 minutes left in the game here, and Minden. I think the first half, Minden really, they were in the game. The defense, man, was playing great in the first half. It's just North Soto's a great team. I mean, they got a lot of athletes. They got athletes spread to one side of the field. They've hit a lot of long passes. I mean, dead on target deep passes, multiple.
Wow. Okay.
And Minden struggles with. I mean, that is the definite struggle with Minden has. And Minden has a young secondary.
Right.
They got a lot of things to work on. I mean, they look, they give it hell, but they got their butts waxed pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like it, man. And when Delafield is when the kids can catch it, Delafield can put it on the spot. That is a fact.
He drops it. He drops it in a daggum tin can.
Yeah, it's not just a bucket anymore, is it?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, it's on a dime. It's pretty impressive to watch, to be honest.
He is. He's something else, man. That's good stuff. Tough night for the Minden Crimson Tide, but doggone it, Jeff Rhodes is there taking care of us week in and week out, and we really do appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you so much, and hope that the boys recover and get back after it again on Monday to prepare for the next one.
That's right. Roll Tide, baby.
Thank you, sir.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Evangel threatening to run away with this one. They now lead Captain Shreve 43-19, closing moments of the third quarter. North DeSoto, closing moments of the game. Less than 4 minutes remaining. North DeSoto leading Minden 63-13. Calvary with a 27-6 second half lead over Homer. Southwood and Woodlawn tied at 22 in the fourth.
Wow. All right.
Mansfield 30, Red River 14 in the third. Green Oaks with a 34-6 second half lead over Bastrop. Manny 29, Lakeside 7 in the third. St. Mary's defeats Logan Sport 14-12. Well, you sent it to me and you didn't put a
6 minutes to go in the fourth.
Well, all right. I assumed it was final.
That's
I
all right.
apologize.
That was my fault.
I take it back.
It's my fault.
There's a lot of football left to be played in
All
that
right.
St. Mary's Logansport game. It's 14-12.
Oh, wait, it's final. No, I'm kidding.
Jeez. 14-12. St. Mary's leads Logansport with time remaining in the fourth quarter. All right. Natchitoches leading Opelousas 27-13. Ruston with a 21-7 lead over Ouachita. Neville 35. Pineville nothing in the second half. Two final scores for you. Cedar Creek 60. Plain Dealing 6. Darbon Woods 56. Magnolia School of Excellence 6.
Hey, all right.
Franklin
on the board. That's awesome. Good deal.
Oh, let's see. Updated for you. Sterlington 34-0 over Richwood in the third. And we have West Monroe leading Alexandria Senior High 24-21 in the fourth. Barb and Acadiana tied at 28 in the third. New Iberia and Sulphur tied at 27 in the fourth. Lafayette Christian leading Renaissance 27-7 in the third. Catholic and New Iberia all over Franklin, as is Turling Catholic over Rain. Rain and Franklin have yet to score in those ball games. St. Thomas More leading Northside 28-0. Central over Woodlawn of Baton Rouge in the fourth, 26-21. Zachary leading Scotlandville in the fourth, 24-10. Scores from Shreveport and Bossier City last night. Benton 48, Houghton 40, Loyola 56, Bossier 26, Parkway 48, Airline 43, Bird falls to Huntington 34-28. North Caddo loses to Union 46-14. Northwood all over the Booker T. Washington Lions 48-8. Haynesville, the number one ranked 1A team in the state, blanks Jonesboro Hodge 43-0, and Arcadia 35, Glenbrook 8 at 9-16. Those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call, 318-797-7810. First Choice Personnel. Whether it's employers looking for employees or you're looking for a job, you can count on First Choice Personnel specializing in e-services, workforce recovery plans, on-site management, payroll processing, candidate testing, custom solutions, and so much more. 318-797-7810. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, continues after this timeout.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the number one Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there, and ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry. The Hill brothers over at Scanton Dent are huge Mudbugs fans. They're huge football fans. They're basically fans of Shreveport-Bossier, and you know who's a fan of theirs? Shreveport-Bossier. It works both ways. Scanton Dent, up to 50% off on appliances, furnishings. Okay, it's got a little scratch. Can you see it? A little dent? I don't see it. Why would you care? Just collect the savings and enjoy Scanton Dent, 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
Well, welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. And the Seattle Mariners on a pinch hit single from, let's see, who's that? Luis Rivas? Was that who that was? Pinch hit single in the bottom of the 7th. Leo Rivas, I'm sorry, has tied the game. Seattle and Detroit are tied 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. What a fun game.
I have a random radio memory.
Yeah.
Okay, way back in the day when we had like paper wire services.
Sure.
The wire service would abbreviate the baseball teams by the first 3 letters of the city,
right,
followed by the name of the team. So it would be the DET Tigers, the DET Tigers. Mm-hmm. And there was a DJ, God bless him, he's gone to Radio Glory now, named Keith Greer. And he was on one of the radio stations in this cluster, 94.5. And he was cold reading baseball scores. And he was reading, and he goes, all right, the Detroit Tigers beat the Sea Mariners?
Hey, it works for me, man.
He just confused himself.
It works for me.
The Sea Mariners.
From the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, pop another touchdown. This is a 32-yard run. Evangel is now up 50-19 over Shreve.
Our friend, the play-by-play voice of the Captain Shreve Gators, no doubt is crestfallen.
I would assume so.
Yes,
Bo Waddell joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, getting an update on Calvary and Homer. Hey, Bo, what's happening, buddy?
Going well. 9 minutes left in the 4th. Trey McDaniel just caught a jump ball in the end zone to make it.
You're a dog, Fitz.
41-12.
Okay. So finally the breathing room is there now.
I want to know who's the dog.
I think it's a little bit looking forward to next week for a Huntington game, I think, a little bit.
Might have been. Yeah, who was someone in the background saying, who was a dog? Said, you're a dog.
Fitch.
Well, I'm standing by the trainer, Kayla Hall, who does our baseball stuff as well. Vince Campanella, who is one of my pitchers, is on special teams, and his finger was completely sideways. And I don't know if they were saying she was the dog for breaking it back into place, or if Vince was a dog for taking the pain pretty easily.
How about both of them are dogs?
I know Kayla. Kayla,
I mean, it was sideways.
That's awesome. I hope somebody got a picture of that.
2 feet away. The guy next to me did, so it was pretty impressive.
Hey, if you get it, send it to me, Bo. I love seeing that stuff, man.
I will.
All right.
I'll hook you up.
All right, thanks, Bo. The update, Calvary running away 41-12. Bo Waddell taking care of us. And we got an update as well in Logansport, St. Mary's. And oh, my. With 1:31 to go in the game, Logansport takes the lead 20-14, but an unsportsmanlike set up the kickoff on the 25-yard line. On the kick, Logansport, huge hit. St. Mary's fumbles. Logansport recovers. with 40 seconds to go. Logansport has the ball. St. Mary's using their 3 timeouts. Logansport up 20-14 with just 40 seconds to play in the game. Dr. Grady's Dadrian Harris joins us here. Red River and Mansfield in Coshada tonight on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Dadrian, what's happening in your game, sir?
Hey, we just recovered a fumble. We're on the 25-yard line. Malik is running the ball right now. Quarterback looks like he got about 15-yard run. Scores 38-22.
Oh.
3 minutes, 29 seconds left, man. So look.
Okay, well, if you score here, Dadrian, an onside kick, you go for 2,
Yes,
score
sir.
here, you're 38-30 onside kick. There's still a chance. Red River not giving up. 38-22, they're still fighting for their lives out here. Dadrian Harris with the update on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you, Dadrian.
Yes, sir. Oh, looks like we're taking one home. Got to stop short.
But close. Oh, okay, he's gone. All right. Opelousas scores. It's 27-all. Natchitoches and Opelousas. Extra point was missed. So Opelousas and Natchitoches are 27-all with 7:45 to go in the game. Wow. Got some barn burners. Who do we have now? Jeremy Koss putting the bow on this one for the Manny Tigers, taking on Lakeside tonight on our Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Jeremy, what's the latest on your game?
We're up 49-13 with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, there you go. Is this the best that these guys have looked all year for the Manny Tigers?
Yeah, I mean, we looked good the first 2 games of the year, but we just, that's competition the last week before, and, it's just, we was hoping we'd come out with this team, and we did. A lot of momentum coming.
Well, and this is a good one. Get this one before you start climbing back into that district race and all kind of fun stuff happening here. So the Manny Tigers are taking care of business tonight, 49-13 over Lakeside with time running out there. Jeremy Koss, thank you so much for the update, sir.
All right. Thank you.
And Green Oaks is a final.
34-6.
34-6 is the final.
All right.
The Green Oaks Giants have their first official win of the season. Congratulations, Nick Peoples. We'll try to get in touch with him in just a wee bit. Let's get to Mark McGee. This has been a fun game. Logansport and St. Mary's. Mark, what the heck's going on?
Hey, Mark. Hey, we just finished up here 20-14. So it's been a nail biter in the second half, kind of back and forth, and had a turnover, and then Logansport just kind of held on to it. And so we came out 20-14 in the game.
How did Logansport score that final touchdown?
Well, they basically a tush push on the quarterback. So they drove down and got into the red zone. A couple of sneaks by the quarterback, and they finally just manhandled and pushed them on in.
There we go. The tush push making an appearance in Lower DeSoto Parish, and it pays off with a win for the Logansport Tigers. That's outstanding news for your brother and those Logansport Tigers. Mark McGee, thanks for the updates all night long, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, breaking sports news.
Yeah.
The Aces have swept the Mercury to win the WNBA title. And somebody can tell me what cities those teams represent?
Las Vegas for the Aces.
Okay.
Phoenix for the Mercury.
Okay, so Las Vegas wins the WNBA title. Congratulations to the Aces.
Los Aces beat the faux Mercury.
Exactly. If you were Keith Greer, that's how you would have read it.
That's exactly how you should read it. Yes.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
I didn't realize it was my turn. Here we go.
It's 56-19 Evangel now, by the way.
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
56-19. Think about that. It was, at one point, 19-14 Shreve.
Yep.
Okay? So you do the math. Whatever 56 minus 19 is, that's 30.
56 minus 14. 42-0.
Okay.
A 42-0 run.
42 unanswered points.
That's a run.
By the Evangel Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay, 50. I didn't. Okay. Anyway, It's not over, though. The Evangel's leading with 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes.
North DeSoto has defeated Minden 63-13. Calvary, very late in the ball game, 41-12 lead over Homer. Southwood and Woodlawn knotted at 22 in the fourth. Mansfield 38, Red River 22 in the fourth. Final at Bastrop, Green Oaks Giants win 34-6. Great victory on the road for the Giants. Fourth quarter, Manny leading Lakeside 49-13. Logansport has defeated St. Mary's 20-14. That was a thriller. Natchitoches leading Natchitoches and Opelousas now tied at 27 in the fourth. Ruston with a 21-7 second half lead over Ouachita. Neville leading Pineville 35-0. Cedar Creek defeats Plain Dealing 60-6. Darbon Woods over Magnolia School of Excellence 56-6. Barb and Acadiana were tied at 28 in the third. West Monroe, is that still 24-21? West Monroe leading Alexandria Senior High in the fourth quarter. Wow, that's going right down to the wire. Central leading Woodlawn and Baton Rouge 26-21 in the fourth. And then last night, good scores from around the area. Arcadia 35, Glenbrook 8, Haynesville 43, Jonesboro Hodge nothing. Huntington 34, Byrd 28, Loyola 56, Bossier 26, Benton 48, Houghton 40, Northwood 48, Booker T. Washington 8, Union 46, North Caddo 16, and Parkway in a thriller over Airline in Sobo 48-43. It is 9:30, and those are your scores on the quarters.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call, 318-797-7810. First Choice Personnel, taking care of your job supply, job needs every single day. Thanks as well to our buddies over at Alsco at alsco.com, 318-636-0404 when it comes to uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Alsco, 318-636-0404. And also, thanks to our fine friends over at Skint & Dent, we'll be talking with coaches here just in a little bit on our Skint & Dent Coaches Conversations. You can't see the dent, Ruben.
Where's the dent?
You can't find it. That's what I'm saying. I've got more dents in my head than they have on their appliances.
That's true.
You don't want to see me bald.
What about the skint part?
Even if it is skint?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Here's my philosophy on this, real quick. I know we got to hurry up.
No. Why? Because most of these games are final or close to it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to hurry.
Yeah. Well,
come on, man. Take a breath.
Here's the deal.
All right.
Have you ever had anybody that's come over? You guys entertain. Y'all have a beautiful home, a lovely home. And when people come over, do they go look at your washer and dryer and see how it looks? Is it on display at the Rebouche home? I know it's not. I know where it is.
Well, it's in the laundry room.
Right. Do people go in there and say, let me take a look at your washer and dryer. I want to see what they look like.
Well, some people are just that way.
I've never had anybody want to go look at my washer and dryer.
No.
Ever.
You're hanging out with weirdos, man.
Yes. A refrigerator. Yeah, it's in the middle of the, the
You might
kitchen.
see that.
Yeah, you might see that. If it's a little dent, like on the handle, which, by the way, they can replace the handles. You have a little thumbprint dent on the handle. A little character, Like my nose is broken 3 times and it kind of goes this way. And so that's a little character, just
right.
It's a little character to your refrigerator. It's been in a couple of street fights.
Absolutely.
You ought to see the other refrigerators.
Right.
It just shows that it's well loved. It's well used.
It's
been keeping the food cold.
Is the food cold in the fridge?
Listen.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
I don't understand how people don't just go to Skint & Dent and get every appliance. I don't get it.
Right now, there's an old refrigerator in my garage that keeps the beer you bring over. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was my main refrigerator for like 30 years. And the kids grew up into adulthood making fun of my refrigerator. Mm-hmm. And I said, does it make ice? Does it freeze the food that needs to be frozen? Does it refrigerate the food that needs to be cold? What's the problem? So I'm with you philosophically on this.
There we go. See, I'm with you. We know what we're talking about here. Skint & Dent, 814 Shreveport Barksdale. They're open tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Devin and Rance, good guys, the Hill brothers. They'll take care of you. Couple of texts coming in.
Okay.
On the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Kim, We've been busy. 41-12 Calvary over Homer right now. Sepulveda, oh my, whoa. We have been so wrong on the Evangel thing. They're just now starting the fourth. That was 2 minutes ago in the third.
You're telling me it's 56-19 and they just now started the fourth quarter?
No, because I'm telling you it's 63-19.
In the fourth quarter now.
Just starting the fourth quarter.
So they ended the third quarter.
Right.
63-19.
Correct.
That's what you're saying to me.
That's what I'm saying. And David lets us know late in the fourth, Southwood is on top of Woodlawn now, 30-22. What a ball game between Southwood and Woodlawn.
And where is that game being played? So
That is being
Stadium?
played. Let me see. He sent a photo. Let me see if that looks.
Independence?
That looks like, no, they're at Bossier. Yeah.
Southwood and Woodlawn are playing at Bossier?
No, that's Loyola. Wait.
What?
No. That was last week. Southwood and Woodlawn, I believe, is at Independence Stadium.
That's where I would think it would be.
Yeah. So 30-22 Southwood on top of Woodlawn right now. All right. Friday football frenzy.
It could be at Hedges because Shreve's on the road. Bird played last night.
Oh, you know what? It could be. You know what? That's also true. And someone's playing. Yeah, we'll figure.
You feel like we would know that.
You would think so, but we're old guys. We're.
Well, I have to come from a part of town that doesn't drive me past the stadium on the way to the radio station. So I didn't see if the lights were on.
Same here. Me either. Friday football frenzy, powered by Chevyland, rocking and rolling on this week 6.
I feel like we've gone off the rails just a little.
Just a little bit, but this is how we do it.
This
put
is
the
how
blinker
we
on.
do it.
We get back into traffic. Ruben stopped flipping the car off behind us. They let us in. Holy moly, Ruben is
Today, this happened.
We got to take a timeout.
Oh, I was going to tell you a random story.
You can tell me during the break.
That's not important.
Okay, back after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Our weekly high school coaches conversations are brought to you by Skint and Dent, furniture and appliances. You can't see the dent. You can't see the scratch on so many of these products, but there's still a steep discount on so many wonderful things at Skint and Dent. 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. You may not see the dent, but you're going to see the savings at Skint and Dent, bringing you Coach's Conversations.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Boyd Family Dentistry bringing you our text line sponsorship yet again this year on Friday Football Frenzy. The husband and wife duo of Doctors Jarrett and Mackenzie Boyd taking care of you at 2 locations at Boyd Family Dentistry. They specialize in preventative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and of course, exceptional service. The husband and wife dynamic duo and the entire dental team at Boyd Family Dentistry would love to have you pay them a visit. ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com.
Woo-wee, that was interesting. Tigers and the Mariners, 2-2. Detroit had 2 runners on in the top of the 8th. A little foul, pop-up behind third base, and Eugenio Suarez started drifting back to catch it. He looked back to the left fielder like, hey, where are you? And I was like, uh-oh, he's not going to get it. But he was able to scoot back just enough. They retire the hitter, and so now it's 2-2 going to the bottom of the 8th in the deciding Game 5 of the American League Division Series.
Oh, the rating's going to be through the roof for that Seattle-Toronto series.
Hey, now. It's bi-coastal. Evangel is now up 63.
Not on a coast.
63-25. Evangel up 63-25.
Well, so the unanswered scoring streak of Evangel that you did the math on has come to an end.
Right.
Moral victory for the Gators.
It was 19-14 Shreve, and then it was 63-19 Evangel. They scored 49 consecutive points. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline and what has been an incredible game tonight, Alan Posh, Natchitoches and Opelousas. Alan, you tell us what's happening because I don't know if we can believe it.
Yeah, it's Chiefs are up 34-33. They just Opelousas just scored a touchdown and went for 2 and didn't make it. So it's just back and forth. Opelousas scored a touchdown after I talked to you last. And then on the ensuing kickoff, we fumbled, and they scored 2 plays later. So it's been a real back and forth this second half.
Alan, how much time? You didn't say how much time is left.
How much time left?
Sorry, it's 3:30 left. 3:30 in the fourth.
So
and we had the ball.
Why do you think Opelousas went for 2 in that scenario? I mean, is their kicker hurt? Is they not have an effective kicker?
Yeah, I think they've missed 3. They missed 2 or 3. They've had a couple of blocks, and so I think they just they've been moving kickers around a lot on kickoffs too. So it's been I think they just went for the 2 because they just were worried about it getting blocked again.
Yeah, that makes sense because it felt like it would be early under normal circumstances to do that when you could have a chance to tie.
Yeah.
So Natchitoches has the ball now at what yard line?
They're at about looks like about the 45.
Okay. Natchitoches trying to run out some clock, maybe put some more points on the board. Up by 1 with just about 3 minutes to play. That's Alan Posh with the update on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you, Alan.
No problem.
Let's get over to Ruston where Hunter Smith joins us. The big bad Bearcats trying to take down those Ouachita Lions on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hunter, what's happening now?
Hey, guys, it's all over with here.
All right.
Cats win 21-14. Jaden Andy with a big interception late to give the ball back to Ruston. Ouachita had wasted a bunch of timeouts early in the half, so they only had 1 left.
Wow.
Ruston went down, bled the clock, got it down, had a chance to kick a field goal, but decided to go for it on 4th and 4, make them drive the field, and threw an incomplete pass, and then Ouachita ran 2 plays, clock ran out, ball game. Good guys win.
In the way that in the grand scheme of things, a win is a win, is this one of those wins that will be remembered down the road as far as?
Yeah, and credit Ouachita. They played their butt off. It was old school 2-5A football out here. I just talked to my son, and he said that's the most physical football game I've played in a long time. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, 2-5A, I'm not going to hate on the 1-5A guys too much, but we play a different brand of football over here from Ruston East, and we just got after it. Our defense played incredible all game. They got guys that could score from anywhere on the field, man, and we just kept them in check. And our offensive line took the game over in the second half, ran the football, and it was a really good win for the Bearcats.
And Hunter Smith, as always, does an outstanding job to keep it up for us there. Fantastic stuff. Congrats on the win for all those Bearcats. Good one for Ruston. Thanks, Hunter.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
You bet, buddy. Let's get over to Gene Pawnee. By the way, Shreve scored, squibbed it. Evangel picks it up, goes in for the score. It's 71-25 Evangel now.
Wow.
Gene Pawnee joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Not 71-25 with Ash and West Monroe, but what is it, Gene?
No, it'd have been nice to have the over in that game. Look, 54 seconds left in the ball game. Ash kicked a field goal to go up 31-24. The Rebels on second down went 78 yards on a screen to tie it. And then on the ensuing kickoff, they fumbled it on their own 13-yard line. So the Rebels are knocking on the door. There's a swing pass out in the right flat. He's still up and just picked up the first down. So with 30 seconds left, the Rebels are going to have their first and goal at the 10. And it's a tie ball game at 31-31, guys.
We're going to stay with you, Gene, if that's okay with you.
Well, yeah, we'll do my best.
All right. How many timeouts how many timeouts does West Monroe have?
Looks like two.
Okay. And your son, Christian, the big running back, the barreling running back, is this typically where they would call his number with the ability to stop the clock?
Oh, yeah. No, when we ran out, there's a long time. Here comes another timeout.
Oh,
Rebels
geez.
just called timeout. Yeah, though, they had it first, and that's a 13 on first down, and they ran it. But, look, they've been keying on him all night. I think he's got 59 yards on, 16 carries.
Oh.
So they've done a good job of shutting down the run game. Coach Bachman told us on our early radio show that was the game plan. That was to shut down number 22. And they've done that. But, that's why the Rebels have scored. They've done it on some nice screens, some longer passes. They scored on that reverse I told you guys about.
Right.
So they're doing everything they can to get in the end zone. But I think they'd rather get 7 than try to put it up to a field goal kick.
Oh, yeah.
But they got a good kicker. So I'm
and
not
he's
sure
already
they
kicked one tonight,
lack any
right?
confidence.
He had one right at the
Pardon me?
half. Yeah, he kicked one right before the
he's
half.
got great range. He's got range from 40 plus. So right now they're at the 11. So you're talking, 18 or 28-yard field goal to win it.
Okay.
So anyway.
All right, Gene Poney with the updates and play-by-play. West Monroe and Ash are tied 31-all.
Yeah.
Gene, I don't know if
Yeah,
there's a
here
low.
come the Rebels.
Okay, here we go.
We're coming out of timeout. It looks like the Rebels are going to line up. It's 4th down. They're going for the field goal here. I thought they got the first, but they're going to attempt a field goal with 30 seconds left. Hunter Fox is going to try it from the right hash. Here's the snap, the spot, the kick, and it's up and good. Nicely done. Fox cool as a cucumber, knocks it in to give the Rebels the lead 34-31 with 26 seconds left.
26 seconds to play. West Monroe. Gene, after North DeSoto beat West Monroe, there probably weren't a whole lot of West Monroe fans that thought you would be in this position in Week 6.
Well, that was a game they honestly felt like they should have won. They were up and scored in the third quarter and felt like they gave it away. But, look, it's a long season. You guys know that. Iron sharpens iron. You play good football teams early in the season, and you see where it gets you in November.
Gene Poney on the call there. West Monroe takes a 34-31 lead on a chip shot field goal from Hayden Fox. Is that right?
Yeah, 34-31, 26 seconds left.
All right, Gino.
All right, guys, I'm going to get down on the field.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Still early in the fourth quarter, Evangel leading Captain Shreve 71-25.
And here's a little update on that, Daryl. Evangel kicker kicked the ball over the visitors' bleachers out of the stadium.
Why?
I don't know. He said, I've never seen that. On purpose?
Huh. And that game last year was like 77-76
in overtime.
Well, Evangel's going to
Central wins. So that's the final. So
Okay.
yeah, it's the defense came through for Evangel tonight more than it did last year.
There's a lot of football left to be played in that one.
Well, yeah, but
Well, I mean, it's still early in the fourth.
right, but it is 71-25.
Well, they're not to 77 yet.
Not yet. That's true. I think
And
they're
so-
playing until they get to 77.
Okay. Once again, for clarity's sake, fourth quarter, Evangel leading Shreve 71-25. It's a final in Minden. The Crimson Tide falls to North DeSoto 63-13. Late in the fourth quarter, Calvary leading Homer 41-12. Southwood clinging to a 30-22. It is over now. The Cowboys beat the Knights by a final of 30-22, I assume, which is what it was.
36-22.
36-22 is your final score from Independence Stadium. Late in the ball game, Mansfield leading Red River 38-22. Final from Bastrop, Green Oaks 34, Rams 6. Manny leading Lakeside in the fourth 56-13. Logansport defeats St. Mary's 20-14. Carroll over North Webster, final 33-0. Final from Opelousas, Natchitoches 34, Opelousas 33. Opelousas scored, went for two with about 3 minutes remaining. The try failed, and so Natchitoches Central prevails by a point. Ruston, a 21-14 winner over Ouachita. A huge win for the Cats. Neville over Pineville, 35-0. Cedar Creek, 60-6 final over Plain Dealing. Darbon Woods, 56. Magnolia School of Excellence, 6. That's a final. Franklin Parish over West Ouachita, 55-28, also final. Also final, Oak Grove 47, Beekman Charter 7. Sterlington, a winner over Richwood 40-0. Late in the game, West Monroe 34-31. What was there, 19 seconds left?
Yeah.
West Monroe kicked a field goal to go up by 3, kicking off to Alexandria Senior High. We're in suspense. Anything can happen with 19 seconds, you know? You could run it back. You could have a great run back. You could get in field goal range. They could tie it. They could send it into overtime. Who knows?
Who knows? You can make a hat, a brooch, or a pterodactyl.
Any of that. And we maybe, if we just prattle on enough during this break, we will get a text with the final score. It could happen.
True.
All right. Southside over Sam Houston, 52-28. Notre Dame over Lake Arthur, 35-7. And we have a couple of, that's the updates for now. Last night's scores. Airline fell to Parkway 48-43. North Caddo lost to Union 46-16. Northwood beat Booker T 48-8. Benton 48, Houghton 40, Loyola 56, Bossier 26, Haynesville 43, Jonesboro Hodge nothing. Bird 28, Huntington 34. The Raiders won 34-28, and Arcadia over Glenbrook 35-8. Still no word from West Monroe from our many sources. There must be in a timeout. So for now, at 9:49, which is an odd time for what we do, those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call. Update on the Neville Pineville score. It is final 56-6. Neville all over Pineville tonight. 56-6. The Tigers get the win. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We'll begin our Skint Dent coaches conversations here in a wee bit because I believe we've got just about every game is either out of reach or is final. Does that look about right to you, Rube? I think so. Yeah. So we'll start smiling and dialing coaches. Rube, I'll give you the list. Let's go.
Tell Darryl the Neville score again, please.
56-6.
Thank you.
56-6. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We'll be back on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. 318-797-7810.
If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com. We've all seen the smiling face for Goodwill Industries, but do we know what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana is actually doing in our community? Did you know they provide janitorial services, groundskeeping services, switchboard operators? They also have employees at state offices and libraries, at the federal courthouse, the VA, and the private sector as well, right here in Shreveport-Bossier, with accounting, payroll, HR, IT, maintenance, and so much more. Yeah, they've got the retail centers, and yeah, they've got 6 job centers, but they do so much. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. Whether you're looking for that hotshot prospect in Bowman Chrome, or maybe that established star with any of the Panini products coming out for the NFL, or maybe Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and those Upper Deck Goodwin Champions cards that are out there, Sports Cards of Louisiana has something for everybody, plus Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178 on the north side of Brookshire. It's Sports Cards of Louisiana, 318-671-4991.
Breaking news and trending talk. 1017 FM and 710 Keel. KEEL Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on this lovely Friday. Ruben is here. Daryl Rabouche doing a bang-up job hanging out with us on this lovely night. Week 6 of Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline as part of our Skint and Dent Coaches Conversations. Give it up for Logansport Tigers head coach Kevin McGee. Hey, I got the hiccups. Hey, Kev, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, guys? It's good, man. It's over.
That's probably the most important thing right now. Holy moly,
right,
buddy. This was a dogfight all the way to the bitter end, a 20-14 win. What was the key to victory for the Logansport Tigers tonight?
Oh, man. I thought our defense played really, really well. We gave up a couple of plays late, but, man, they kept us in the ball game, because our offense we weren't feeling it. We moved the ball up and down the field. I thought all night, man, we get in the red zone and we can't find that guy to go make the play. You know what I mean? We can't. We can't feel good about it. The confidence, man, we've really got to work on that. But our defense, bend but don't break, man, they got in some bad situations and, helped us out and got the ball back. And we forced a bunch of punts. And our punt team did really well again. I mean, we're getting them, pinning those guys inside the 5, even when we're traveling down the field and we make good drives and get in a situation where you have to kick it, we are pinning them back. And then, so that helps. But I do think offensively, man, we in the second half, we woke up. We were blanked in the first half and scored 3 times to put up a 20 spot. But we got the ball back with, 2.5 minutes to go and directly make a drive. We throw a quick screen. Briar Bozier goes about 65 on one play, and we end up punching it in and holding on for, the last minute to force actually a fumble. They get the ball back at midfield. They get inside the 40. We get to the quarterback, and he coughs it up. We fall on and take a knee to finish it. So it was a great ending. I do feel like that we left a boatload of points on the field. So we've got to get better in that aspect. But man, a win's a win. Especially a hard-fought district win against your rival. And a team that we know really well, and they know us. And credit to them, man. They didn't have many kids, but them suckers played their butt off. And they were well coached, and I thought schematically they did a good job. They had some wrinkles. But overall, man, they don't have that 12, 13 kids that played the whole game. So I think, yeah. I mean, they dress, mid to upper 20s, but there's just not a lot of, on and off for those guys. And so I do think the legs issue got to them, whereas I think we're starting to get a little stronger in the fourth quarter. So all in all, a win's a win, and I'll take it.
Kevin, we love the fact that, just the perseverance there, and I'm sure that some of those kids on defense probably kind of fit the bill here for our Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung heroes. Who would be that person tonight for the Logansport Tigers?
Man, I thought our 2 Ians, Jay Dunn and Jaylon Perkins, who are actually twins, played really well tonight. Man, they're both really long kids obviously they're just sophomores. And just getting better by the day. I thought they had some really good pressures and getting in the guy's face and making him move around and just keeping him uncomfortable. But I really look for those 2 kids to be really special before they get out of here, and hopefully, and I do think and know that they're getting better week to week, and that confidence is gaining. So
that and the catch from Briar Bozier, man, was huge. Great run. You know, he read his block. So those three guys, two defensively and one offensively, I think I would have to cough it up to those three.
Nothing wrong with that, buddy. A nice effort from the Logansport Tigers, scoring all 20 points in the second half in the 20-14 win over St. Mary's. Logansport improves to 3-3, and probably more importantly, 1-0 in district play. Kevin, congrats on the win, buddy, and thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Thanks, Fletch. Appreciate it, brother.
You bet. Let's get back on the Chasing Aces hotline and head over to Bastrop. Coming home from Morehouse Parish, your Green Oaks Giants head coach, Nick Peoples, joins us here on the Skinton Dent Coaches Conversations. Nick, congratulations, buddy. This one is stinking official. It's a win for Green Oaks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No other way to say it, Tim. It's official, baby.
Oh, buddy, I know y'all are pumped up, and it would seem like that this was kind of one of those games where it was well in hand for Green Oaks throughout the night. So what is it that your fellas did tonight that really led to a pretty dominant win?
Well, Tim, I'll just say it this way. In elementary school, we learned about grammar and punctuation. All we did was add that punctuation mark on the end of that sentence. We knew we had a job to do out here, and we came out there and we got it done.
Adding the period at the end of the sentence, and heck, I'd go ahead and make it an exclamation mark. 34-6, that's an exclamation mark. And it probably also erases a couple of question marks that you might have had about your fellas. You talked about the after the forfeiture to BTW, the measure of a man is not how you fall down, but how you get up, how to respond to adversity. And you talked about Bible verse, James 1:12. How much of that belief and adhering to that and just you saying that, and I'm sure your kids heard you mention that Bible verse to them like you did to our radio audience, how much do you think that had to do with their attitude and their effort tonight?
I think it had a lot to do with it. Just being consistent with that word, talking about it every single day, just doing that and just, kind of implanting that in their brain. They were able to be receptive to that and go out and just, do the things on their own. As a firm believer of Christ, I try not to push it on people. I just try to, give them that message, and, it's up to you what you do with it. And the boys, they were very receptive to it. They had that chip on their shoulder all week, and they knew that, that it's just a trial for us. It's just a test of our faith. And, these guys went out and they did exactly, what they were supposed to do.
How much does this help just the mental psyche of a football team that had been struggling a little bit, that had gotten a dose of bad news with a forfeit, to get something literally, physically tasting a win tonight? What does that do for their emotions, their mentality?
Man, it does a lot, man. It shows them that, mountains can be moved, even if, we go through the valley and there is another mountain that we don't see coming across. Shows them that, shows them that, through the face of adversity that, that we can get it done, man. And, they did a very good job, maintaining their emotions. Like I talked to you about, a couple weeks ago, that, we try to not be motivated to win, that we're going off those principles and discipline to win.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, that does a tremendous thing for us, man. I can't stop smiling right now. I'm just happy for the boys, happy for ourselves, happy for the coaching staff, man. I'm happy to talk to you, Tim.
Same here, Nick. I am too, buddy. I know this is a big deal. Nick Peoples, former Bird Yellow Jacket standout from back in the day, of course, also a Grambling Tiger standout, interim coach at Green Oaks here, and he gets his first win. Nick, we love getting the victory coaches on the air, the winning coaches, and we also like to find out who is a kid who might not get a whole lot of attention, but really was part of the glue that kind of helped this team stay together. We call that our Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero. Who would fit the bill for that for Green Oaks?
Well, Tim, it's very hard to do that when you have a group of guys that come out and they play well together. Three guys I'm just thinking about is Javante Dean, Tony Johnson, and DeMarcus Hooper. Those guys went out and they were a trio, just like the Three Musketeers. When one guy did something, they try to one-up each other. My sophomore quarterback, did a very good job of staying composed, getting the team in a huddle and just, telling those things that, that I'm relaying to them and just being that leader. So, it's just hard to pinpoint just one guy. I would say that trio, they really stood out tonight.
Well, Nick, buddy, that trio, that entire crew, Green Oaks getting it done tonight in Bastrop and Morehouse Parish, 34-6. the Green Oaks Giants have got their first win, and they'll take on those Homer Pelicans next week and begin district play. So going to be a lot of fun. There's some, who knows, buddy? This might just be the start of something big over there off the Cooper Road with Green Oaks, man. Nick, happy for you. Hope you guys have a safe journey back, and please tell the kids we're happy for them as well.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you, Nick Peoples, head coach of the Green Oaks Giants.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
The internet says the Evangel game is final.
Okay.
But, okay, and if that's true, Evangel won 71-25.
Okay.
We need to verify that.
I'll ask.
Well, yeah, okay. So just saying, my sources, being the internet, which has been wrong about the time frame of that game all night long, says it's over, 71-25. Everything else I'm about to say is a final score.
Okay.
North DeSoto 63, Mendon 13, Calvary 41, Homer 12, Southwood 36, Woodlawn 22, Green Oaks 34, Bastrop 6, Manny 56, Lakeside 13. I'm sorry, that is not a final. That's in the fourth. Also a fourth quarter score, Mansfield leading Red River 38-22. The remainder of what I say will be final. Logansport 20, St. Mary's 14, Carroll 33, North Webster nothing. Natchitoches 34, Opelousas 33, Ruston 21, Washita 14, Neville 56, Pineville 6, Cedar Creek 60, Plain Dealing 6, Darbon Woods 56, Magnolia School of Excellence 6, Franklin Parish, the number 6 team in the state in Class 4A, beats West Washita 55-28. The number 8 team in 2A, Oak Grove, a 47-7 winner over Beekman Charter. Sterlington, which is the number 6 3A team in the state, over Richwood 40-6. St. Frederick beat Block 36-0. And I have that as a third quarter score, so check that. Definitely final, West Monroe. Number 7 in Class 5A with a mild upset at home over the number 2 ranked team in Class 5A, 34-31. Home cooking there, but, you know, that was a hotly contested game until about 19 seconds to go. West Monroe scored the game-winning field goal with 19 seconds remaining in the game. Faraday falls to Mangum, 56-48. Southside over Sam Houston, 52-28. Notre Dame over Lake Arthur, 35-7. Turlings Catholic, which is the number 2 team in state 4A, in the 4A in the state, the number 2 team beats Rain 64-0. The number 6 team in Class 2A, Catholic New Iberia, 49-0 winner over Franklin. A 2A powerhouse matchup, number 7 Renaissance against number 2 Lafayette Christian. Christian wins it 48-7. St. Thomas More, the number 3 ranked team in 4A in Louisiana, with an easy 42-0 win over Northside. Catholic High, which is number 9 in the state in Class 5A, a 38-16 winner over Liberty Magnet. Woodlawn of Baton Rouge has defeated the number 8 team in Class 5A Central. Woodlawn, that's Woodlawn of Baton Rouge, wins 21-8. Zachary, which is the number 6 team in rank in state, in the number 6 ranked team in 5A, wins 31-16 over Scotlandville. Rummel 28, Warren Easton 14, Edna Carr, which is the top-ranked team in all of the state, a winner over Brother Martin, 48-13. Airline lost to Parkway, I should say, 48-43. Benton beat Houghton 48-40. Loyola 56, Bossier 26. Huntington 34, Byrd 28, Arcadia 35, Glenbrook 8, Haynesville 43-0 over Jonesboro Hodge. Haynesville is the number 1 ranked team in Class A. Northwood 48 over Booker T. Washington, 48-8, and Union beats North Caddo 46-16. It is 10:06, and those are your scores on the quarter.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call. One little correction. The Central Woodlawn Baton Rouge game, actually Central won 38-21. When you said that, I was like, wait a minute. Central was ahead 26-21.
I had it. Okay.
Yeah. So 38-21, Central was the winner over Woodlawn.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I do have it written down. 38-21, but I didn't see the 3. So thank you for correcting me because it's very important because that was going to be a huge upset.
It would have been a big upset, and it was still a pretty decent game. But yeah,
well, you know what? I just inside baseball here. I thought that I had written it down as 21-8 in the third because the three was a little bit offset. Yeah. And then I just wrote an F by it for final.
Right.
And I didn't scratch out the three, which I would have normally done.
Right.
So it should say 38-21 Central, the winner.
Right.
So we apologize for the error.
No problem.
All right.
Errors are made. Not in this game tonight. They're in the top of the 10th. Detroit and Seattle tied 2-2, one out, top of the 10th. And it's just two of our good buddies up here. Greg Adams is a Detroit Tigers fan. Adam Hester is a Seattle Mariners fan. And they both think that they're each going to lose tonight.
So Monday should be fun.
Monday should be fun. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We got more coaches to get to on our Skent and Dent Coaches Conversation. Skent and Dent, open tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock at 814 Shreveport Barksdale. Their beautiful, bright showroom full of gorgeous appliances that may have a little bit of a scratch, may have a smidge of a dent, but they all work, and they all come with a manufacturer's warranty of 1 year, and you can get up to 5 years warranty. I don't understand why anybody would buy an appliance from anywhere other than Skent and Dent when you can save 30, 40, 50% off on every single piece of appliances out there.
When you have a moment, sir.
Yeah.
I want to give all due respect to Skent and Dent because they're a great sponsor.
They are.
But I left out an important score.
What's that?
On top of all the errors I made in the last score break.
You made one small error, but yes.
It was a significant error.
Yeah.
I'm a perfectionist. I hate errors.
I get it.
The number 4 ranked team in Class 5A, the John Curtis Patriots, winners tonight at Holy Cross, 21-13.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That was on there too. 21-13. That's a final.
It is.
They just win a lot at John Curtis.
For a long, long time.
For a long, long time. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We'll be back right after this.
Football season is here, and the number one Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today.
Scores on the Quanta, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, Games, Workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Paints and Supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Ruben is here. My voice is getting a little bit more stuffed up here. Rabuche is here. So there we go. We are going straight to our Chasing Aces hotline for Daryl Barbay, head coach of the Mansfield Wolverines. They win a rivalry game tonight over the Red River Bulldogs. A fun game, 38-30. I say fun game, Daryl. I wasn't coaching in it. So was it fun to you?
Negative. Not a fun game at all. No, our kids played extremely hard. I was so proud of our effort, and we made it closer at the end than I thought it should have been. Their kids never quit too. We were up probably 38 to maybe 20, and they had gotten a score late, got an onside kick, scored, and then we ended up getting it back and kind of ran it out. But it was closer than I wanted it to be, but it was really a good high school football game.
A good high school football game usually features a good high school football player, and this kid might be a little bit more than that, and that's Terrell Pegues. Coach?
He played well. He really stepped up tonight. But I'll tell you this, we blocked our butts off. Our offensive line, I'm telling you, he got to the second level almost every play. He was to the second level. And he ran hard, and it was just he had a really good night. We had a big, huge pass play right before the half. J.J. Howard hit Jacorian Greer for about a 40-yarder, and that set us up where we got a score right before the half with about a minute left. Then we came out the second half, drove down and scored. You know how everybody's trying to, what the word is, win the first first 4 minutes, and we were able to do that. But our line blocked exceptionally well, and then defensively, we played some stuff we hadn't played all year. We played a lot of man stuff in the secondary we hadn't been doing, and I think that kind of confused them a little bit for a couple of series, and we were able to get up, and they were kind of chasing us from behind, and then when we would get it, we were able to grind it, kind of milk that clock. But it was a really big win for our kids. I'm super proud of them, and our band was great. The fans were good. It was a good rivalry game.
When you get to be able to compliment the fans and the band and the offensive line, that sounds like a darn good Friday night right there, Barbay. Who would be your Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero for the Mansfield Wolverines tonight?
Well, I'll say this. I would, and I hate to say this, but I wouldn't just give it to one kid. Our special teams group played really well. I think we generated, 2 turnovers on kickoff returns. We caused a turnover on the first kickoff. A young kid, Cason Addison, did, and then we got a turnover late in the game on a kickoff. And our special teams really played well tonight. And it was just, man, our kids really played. It was fun to watch kids be that focused and just dialed in. It was fun to watch.
And a fun bus ride back. Those 25 miles between Coshada and Mansfield probably have never sailed smoother than they are right now for the Mansfield Wolverines.
It's a nice ride right now. I don't mind being on no yellow dog right now.
I bet you're right there. Coach Daryl Barbay and the Mansfield Wolverines continue to look good and play well on every Friday night, it feels like, with a 38-30 win over Travis Gary and the Red River Bulldogs, 38-30. Congrats, Barbay. Have a good weekend, too, and thanks for hanging out with us.
Y'all too, okay?
Appreciate it.
Be careful. Thank you.
Speaking of guys who are pretty doggone happy, how about Demonte Johnson and the Southwood Cowboys? He joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Demonte, congratulations on a big win, 36-22 over the Woodlawn Knights.
Hey, first of all, Tim, I just want to apologize to you guys about Tuesday. I missed your call. I really, truly want to apologize, man.
Don't worry about it.
So much. Hey, but, man, what a win. Our kids came out and they fought, man, and they kept fighting, and they had the fourth quarter mindset. I'm so happy for those kids in the Southwood alum and, the community and, the schools. I'm extremely happy for everyone.
Well, you had a game that looked like it was kind of slow-moving at first, just based on what Dr. Smith was telling us from Woodlawn and the scores that were coming in. It was still 8-8 in the second quarter, 16-8 you took a lead. What was it in that second half that kind of triggered a little bit more of a point explosion for the Cowboys?
Well, we knew honestly, we had numbers over them, and we were wearing them down. They were very tired. They had a very athletic quarterback that was playing both sides of the ball. But we kind of knew, like, we wore them down, and we knew that second half we was going to explode and go into our second little halftime install and go into the playbook more to get more explosive plays going.
Who was the key member tonight? What player do you look at and go, all right, we're not talking unsung hero yet. I'm talking about hero ball here. Who's a kid that just kind of showed up big time for you tonight?
Jaden Carter, our quarterback, who's a junior. Like, man, he was phenomenal tonight. With passing the ball, I think he had, I think he completed like 8, 9, 10 passes. He didn't have a lot of attempts, but every one he threw, he completed it. And I think he had over 100 yards on the ground and 100 in the air. So he did a really great job tonight managing the game for us.
That's what you got to like, a kid who can do a little bit of everything. Of course, we saw that. I went to the Bossier-Loyola game, and Montrevel does that for Bossier.
Oh, yes, he does.
He's something else. And when he's got the ball in his hands, you don't know what's going to happen, and that makes the defense a little bit more suspect. Of course, Loyola was able to get the job done last night. They have quite a bit of an offensive explosion as well. Diamante, we also like finding out those Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung heroes. Who's someone that doesn't get a whole lot of attention that really did play a pivotal role tonight for the Southwood Cowboys?
Evan Dooley, who's a senior for us. Let me tell you something. That kid right there, man, he's one of a kind. Like, he doesn't get enough attention, when it comes to, like, you'll look at, like, tackles and interceptions. He's not going to pop out on the charts with those things. But when you look at film, he's always in the right spot. He's always doing what he should do. And most importantly, man, he's just a phenomenal leader. Like, he keeps his team in order. Like, he really does. Maybe I'll respond to him really well. You have to have a guy like that on your team. I call him the point guard on the football field. I really do. Like, he gets everything. He gets everyone in position. But Evan Dooley is, he's that unsung hero.
Diamante Johnson, the Southwood Cowboys head coach, a 30-22 win. Diamante, this season started off with an albatross hanging over the program. You guys discarded that rather promptly, and now it just feels like this is a good football team getting some wins and getting better as the season goes on. Is that what it kind of feels like is taking place, that you can feel the change kind of going on as you speak?
Oh, that's exactly what's going on. I told those guys, I've been telling them since the beginning of time. Each and every week that I've been with these young men, they've gotten better and better and better. And like I told them, each week from our first game to now, I think everyone can say this team has gotten a lot better each week. And this team is going to continue to get better because these young men come to work, and they really do have great coaches surrounding them that can teach them the game the right way. Yes, I feel it and I see it that this team is getting better and better. Like I said, we're here to build a program, a powerhouse program. That's the mindset, and I really truly know we can do it.
Well, it sounds like that everybody associated with the program is believing in the exact same thing. And when you have everyone pulling from the same side of the rope, Diamante, you know that you're going to end up in a really nice position. And this is just fantastic. I'm so happy for you guys. Seriously, 3-2 now. And I don't think there's a whole lot of people around the state that thought the Southwood Cowboys would be 3-2, except for maybe a group of kids and coaches over on Walker Road. Buddy, I'm happy for you, Diamante, and enjoy the weekend. We'll holler at you again next Tuesday.
Hey, thank you guys so much, Tim.
You bet,
God
Diamante.
bless you guys. Have a great night.
You too, buddy. Diamante Johnson, that kid, he's got the excitement and the enthusiasm. Wow. There you go. So, yep. All right.
Need a little help over there, buddy?
Looks like we got a lot of dead phones. And out-of-service phones on the list today.
Okay.
Well, it's unfortunate.
Now, did you call Rodney which number?
Oh, yeah.
The other one.
There's a fancy number.
There's a different number, yeah.
You got to, sometimes, you got to use the fancy number.
You got to use the fancy
And
number.
I think that this is one of those instances.
Yeah, it is.
Very important to know when to use the normal, everyday number and when to use the fancy number.
Yeah. Yeah. I just gave I just told Ruben we're throwing the curveball here. And I'm trying to spell Rodney to make sure I've got the right number.
Curveball? You want to call an audible on the format? What would you like?
No. It's
okay.
the top number on the contact thing. Yeah.
This is good radio, right?
Yeah, it is. Well, we're on Swap Shop, and tonight we got a 6-pack of vintage Coca-Cola bottles with a Santa on the label, if you want to call in and bid on that. We also have a pair of roller skates. These look like they do have the key with them. So.
Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You've got a brand new key. I think we should get together and try them out to see. And now we have Ewan.
And now we have Rodney Ewan joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline. He is making his way back from Homer, if not already back. The Calvary Cavaliers pick up yet another win. Keep rocking and rolling with a 41-12 win over Homer. Congratulations, Rodney. How you doing, buddy?
Thanks, Fletch. We're almost a minute. We're about halfway home.
There you go, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that here on the Skin and Dent Coaches Conversation. Rodney, this seemed like a little bit of a slow move here. It was 7-6. It felt like forever for a while. What was it that got the Calvary Cavaliers on track tonight?
Well, we got down inside the 5 right off the bat, and we didn't score. And then we got down there again and didn't score. We just didn't put it in the end zone early in the game. And, the defense was playing very well. So, but, after we got going, we played pretty good. But, first quarter, we just real sluggish.
How much of that do you kind of say fall break? How much of it do you say that 14 to 18-year-old boys playing and they look at Homer's record and see they've got one win? Any of that play a part of that, you think, the sluggishness?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. When you play, like last year we beat them pretty good. And then, like I said, their record wasn't real good coming in. And, you can tell these kids all you want to, but they're a little bit more intelligent than what I was in high school probably. So, it's hard to really get them up for some of these games. And, I think they were looking ahead a little bit to Union Parish, too, because they talked about that some this week. And, a little bit of all of it. But, all in all, we played really well in the second and third quarter, and, which was good.
What is it that this team is doing right now, Rodney, that you feel like is of championship caliber?
Well, we're playing pretty good defense, and we've done that all year long. And, the offense is coming along. We spread the ball around a lot tonight. 2 or 3 different guys caught balls, and so we're getting better there. And, but really defense has been the strong point all year long. They've played well, and, we hadn't just had to say, hey, we got to go out and score 40 to win. We can kind of just, like I said, we got a lot of new players on offense, and we're just kind of getting them. They're just now really getting in a little groove of doing some things that we like.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I know that at North DeSoto they've talked about the young receivers and how Luke, who is as good a quarterback as you'll find, hasn't been able to really they haven't gelled yet. And then apparently tonight things started kind of clicking for that. And I just kind of wonder, is that kind of typical, Rodney, about week 6, that if there was anything kind of missing, that it should gel by this time?
Yeah, I told our kids a month ago, I said, we're going to be pretty good, but it may be week 8 or 9 before we're good. And, it's just a lot of new moving parts and but we've been able to run the football too, and that helps us a bunch, and that we haven't done a whole lot in the past. But it's just, like I said, a new team, and it's just taking us a while to get them going. But, we're 5-1. We're one game ahead of where we were last year, so they're not doing too bad.
You got that right. And that team certainly had quite a bit of fanfare as well. And so this one getting the job done with not maybe as many big names. I know that Braylon Huglon had another big night tonight, and that's typical. And, of course, he's always going to get some highlights there. Last thing we have for you here, Rodney, if you know of a kid that kind of was a glue guy tonight, your Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero, who would that be?
Well, Luke Miller just is tearing it up on defense and special teams. He's just knocking people out all over the field and kind of running the defense for us back there. And, he's just been a senior leader and been a big part of why we're 5-1.
Rodney Ewan, head coach of the Calvary Cavaliers. Congrats on the win, Rodney. Hey, safe travels the remaining way, and we'll be hollering at you again next week, buddy. Thank you very much for hanging out with us.
Thanks, Fletch.
You bet.
First Choice Personnel bringing you Scores on the Quarter.
All right, let's put a bow on this Thursday, Friday of fantastic high school football. We'll just go down the list. Parkway, 48, Airline 43, Benton 48, Houghton 40, Loyola 56, Bossier 26, Huntington 34, Byrd 28. Union 46, North Caddo 16. Northwood 48, Booker T. Washington 8. Haynesville 43-0 over Jonesboro Hodge. Arcadia 35, Glenbrook 8. Evangel 71, Captain Shreve 25. North DeSoto 63-13 winner over Mendon. Calvary 41-12 winner over Homer. Southwood bests Woodlawn 36-22. Mansfield beat Red River 38-30. Green Oaks 38. Bastrop 6. Manny 56. Lakeside 13. Logansport 20. St. Mary's 14. Carroll 33-0 over North Webster. Natchitoches over Opelousas 34-33. Opelousas went for 2, and the Wind did not get it, and the Chiefs prevail. Ruston 21-14 winner over Ouachita. Neville 56-6 over Pineville. Cedar Creek 60. Plain Dealing 6. Darbon Woods 56-6 over Magnolia School of Excellence. West Ouachita falls to Franklin Parish 55-28. Oak Grove 47. Beekman Charter 7. Sterlington 40. Richwood 0. St. Frederick blanked Block 36-0. West Monroe 34, Alexandria Senior High 31. Ash was defeated by a field goal with 19 seconds left in the game. Mild upset. West Monroe, the number 7 ranked team in Class 5A. Alexandria Senior High was number 2 coming in. Mangum a 56-48 winner over Faraday. Southside over Sam Houston 52-28. Notre Dame, which is the number 5 ranked team in Class 2A, a 35-7 winner over Lake Arthur. Barb fell to Acadiana 42-28. Sulphur was leading. Sulphur and New Iberia were tied at 27 last time I heard. Turlings Catholic over Rains 64-0. Catholic of New Iberia a 49-0 winner over Franklin. Lafayette Christian 48, Lafayette Renaissance 7. The game should have been closer, but Christian ran away with it. St. Thomas More a 42-0 winner over Northside. Catholic High over Liberty Magnet 38-16. Central beat Woodlawn of Baton Rouge 38-21. Central is ranked number 8 in 5A. Zachary 31-16 over Scotlandville. Rummel 28, Warren Eastern 14. Edna Carr 48, Brother Martin 13. And John Curtis over Holy Cross 21-13. And those are your scores for the final time at 10:29.
Brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. Thanks to Skent & Dent for our Coaches Conversations. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana for our unsung hero. Spell Brothers Lumber and Lay in the Lumber. Morris and DeWitt Injury Lawyers and our Player of the Week. The Boyd Family Dentistry Text Line. Scores on the Quarter by First Choice Personnel. Chasing Aces Hotline. Alsco and Alsco.com. And, of course, the show's not possible without our friends over at Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com, 7500 Erie Drive in Shreveport. Daryl Rabouche, thanks for being here, buddy. Ruben, thanks for being here. Guys, we'll be back again next week for Week 7 of Friday Football Frenzy.
If it's what people are talking about in Shreveport-Bossier, you can bet they heard us talking about it first. The place for breaking news and trending talk is 101.7 FM and 710 Keel.